fragment layer, whatever you want to call it. The wounded and tired outsiders broke down the walls and bravely charged towards the clone, finding the skull of Argynvost and more treasure on the way. In this unholy place, once more, our fight continues. As you guys encounter yourselves in this room, right on the fight, Strahd clone is looking quite wounded, but he's still standing. And we go back on initiative right here and right now. All right, and I'm having problems with my stream actually. Do you guys watching the stream? Does it look okay to you? I'm
It
not sure.
should be back on. I had some disconnection from my side.
Oh no!
But it
Oh dear.
should be back on now. Just keep an eye on
Do you
it.
think we fucked up the recap?
Possibly.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it's frozen at the moment on my end. Let me just restart it. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm sorry for that, guys. If you're watching, I'm not sure if we did fuck the recap. I think it's very possible, but all it happens it was the fight and the exploring of the mansion, just in case I miss bits.
Just watch last week's episode, it'll be fine.
Okay, and let's do it then. Okay, cool. All right, so initiative back on. Let me put in an order. Okay, and we are back to top of the round again. Okay. So top of the initiative will be Mr. Sway. Sway, you see, you are in this corridor. The traps have gone down. You just picked up some things from this chest that you found. And next to you is Lilith, that seems quite wounded for her usual. and you see Cabal blocking the door. And I believe some of you were unconscious, incapacitated, right? Is that already passed?
I don't think so. I was.
Because I think it lasts until Strahd's next turn. And I see that Mo has like a little, Cabal has like a little symbol there. Does that mean you were incapacitated because you failed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you failed as well, if I remember correctly. So does Lilith. I think that's why Lilith's got the kind of like a skull there with a pirate thingy, right?
I think I might be one of those people that need to go watch last week's episode.
I know, me too. I'm so sorry. I said last minute, I have to check that to make sure. But yeah. Okay. So let's do it like this. If you guys are okay, why not? Let's make it fun. In the beginning of your turn, whoever doesn't have a cross or a symbol or anything, so it will be Lilith, Cabal, and Sway, because I think Sway remembers. Yeah, you can actually roll a fate roll. If you are successful and you get higher than a 10, you will get to act, because we don't remember. Otherwise, you won't. How is that?
Sure.
Yeah, is everyone
But it's
happy
going to
with
be
that?
Strahd's turn before their turn, so it's fine.
Actually, yeah, it's
It's
only...
just Sway, basically.
It's just Sway, okay.
Okay.
All right, Sway, so make a fate roll. Let's see.
I mean, I can see the save here.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that, actually, as well.
Everyone failed apart from Real. Saphira was okay, though, because she had her room retrospectively put through, so Sway was also incapacitated, so...
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, Sway. You were successful, but the ruling has spoken instead of your fate roll. My apologies. All right, but yeah. Okay, so your turn will pass as you are kind of frozen, and then we'll move to Strahd's turn. All right. On the beginning of his turn, some of you are incapacitated. He will look in there, and slowly, the ones that are next to him will see that he start making these symbols into the air and moving his hands in an unusual way. And out of the nothingness, you see like a puff of sulfur and some kind of bats start to materialize. And he points the finger towards Claudio.
Oh.
where Claudio is, and slowly you see this green and purple ball of fire start expanding more and more and more.
Fuck.
Is anyone wants to do anything before that triggers?
Yep.
I cannot see
can't spell it.
him. I cannot see him from where I am because it's
Yeah.
through the
Yeah, okay.
Are you
So
not
he will cast an 8th level fireball right in there. So I need, actually, if you are incapacitated, you fail, I believe. Let me just double check.
It's a good thing I don't have can't spell then.
Let me see, incapacitated. You can take actions or reactions. So let's say, paralyzed. Would this be like paralyzed?
No, incapacitated. I think you.
Yeah. Attacks are disadvantaged, paralyzed. You fail dexterity saving throws and strength saving throws. Okay. So you guys fail. Do you guys want me to roll, or do you want me to give you average? I'll let you decide.
No, roll. I would say. Oh, I will always say roll. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just make sure. Is everyone good with rolling then?
Yeah. Roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
think so.
All right. So let's do it. So one more.
There's the
Okay.
incapacitation at the end of his turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'll take 8 points of damage. Oh
Right.
shit.
So where I see a lot of ones there, you're very lucky. I roll exactly the same, almost the same than the average that it was meant to be, 46. So whoever fails, that is real. I'm not sure. Yeah, real. You fail as
Everyone.
well.
Yeah.
So all of you take 43 points of fire damage as this huge ball of purple and red flames explode around you. Okay, and that will be after that. He will look at a Bloodwick that is next to
I'm
him.
down, actually.
Oh dear. And he will say, you are surprisingly okay. Is he actually? I can't see him. I'm just looking at the rolls. I'm not sure if he's... Saphira is fine as well, so yeah. So, and there is like a ball, like a spell from Saphira there. So he is going to bonus action Misty Step, actually. All the way here. Yep. And that will be the end of his turn. You guys who were incapacitated are back to okay now. Actually, Misty Step, and he's gonna move as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. 7, 35, yeah. He is gonna move all the way there. And as he leaves, you guys can see that he's super wounded. There is bits of him falling on the floor almost. And it's your turn, Real.
He's getting away,
yeah.
real.
Con save.
Yay. Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, for my
You-
spells, that's just enough.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because half is 21, so half is 10, so that's just enough.
Okay. So you absorb some of those elements. That fire becomes part of you. Cool, cool. And you're still concentrating on it. Or whatever.
So,
Would you like to do?
10, 20, 30, 40,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, 60 feet. Well, first bonus action, I will throw one of my stars.
Okay.
I still have a few stars. Where are the stars?
Crown of stars. You see all this. How does your stars look like? Being Azalin Rex themed? I'm not sure actually.
They just look like the star in the sky right now. like the
Mm.
new star.
Okay. Oh, like the golden star. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's so freaky. All right. Actually, 22 will hit, and he will not do a shield or anything. He will take your damage. Roll. So that will be roll damage.
It's just taking up really long.
Wow. Okay.
31.
Fucking hell. Yep.
It's a radiant.
Wow. All right. He looks more and more wounded as you hit him with this attack. Inexplicably, you see like a chunk of him, like if he was made out of snow for a second, just kind of collapse on the floor, and then it slowly kind of reforms itself on it again.
And then I have an action. I don't know what to do. Destroy him. As my action, hopefully, let me see. I'm going to point at him for momentary stasis.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my reaction to make him fail.
Oh, okay. Can he use a legendary reaction to succeed? I guess he can, right? Even
If he's got legendary, a legendary resistance.
Yeah, he still has 4 of them that he hasn't used yet. So yeah, he will use a legendary resistance to succeed, as he cannot roll.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. And after your turn, who can get? Actually, you know what? He's been gonna be clever. After your turn, he's gonna. He cannot move back. Damn it, bitch! You're gonna contest. Okay, he can. Yeah, he hasn't used his reaction either. So you will see that Strahd starts holds his sword very tightly, and he said, "It's time to go." And then you see that he starts moving the hands again, and this swirl of smoke starts to surround him. And you can see, as you are familiar with this spell, he's casting Dimension Door. Real.
Okay. I already used my reaction, so...
Yep, so he will Dimension Door and vanish out of the scene. And you see him disappear. And we are actually out of initiative for now. So yeah, after that it will be real. So what do you? Let's keep
No, I
initiative.
just went.
Yeah,
it was his,
Safira, what would you
yeah.
like to do, if anything?
Saphira will cast Mass Cure Wounds on,
wow.
all of us.
Okay, amazing. So as that happens, your wounds start to heal, and you guys are back to life. Let's give Bloodwick as well some of that. So 36. How many creatures you can do if you do at 8th level? I guess 6, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I think Claudio's okay, so I've just skipped 10.
Okay, alright, so I'll give 36 healing to
I've
Buzz.
already done.
You're amazing. And you guys do what you want to do. You are out of initiative.
Are we back to life as well?
Yeah, you
Sorry,
have
Yeah.
to-
DM,
Okay.
Please.
may I just ask a question? Strahd
yeah.
didn't fall in any of the traps that were in the courtyard.
No,
Okay.
because you have they are visible, at the moment. So luckily
Okay.
he follow a straight line. There is no traps. I'm not metagaming. He just went in a straight line. So cool.
I'm just gonna sit and spit some blood next to me. Lizzie, okay?
What did you say, Sway? Claudia replies to you.
Are you guys okay? I was just gonna go with the healing potion, but then I just fell down as well.
That was pretty rough. That was pretty rough.
Seems like he's gone. Do we have a way to find him before he recovers?
I don't think he can recover
What do you
if
mean?
he's. Well, I mean, it depends. If he's some kind of doppelganger or simulacrum, they're not supposed to be able to recover. I mean, they can recover HP by spending a lot of gold.
Perhaps we should have a
But they,
look around now.
yeah, they're not supposed
Do
to
we-
be able to recover
Maybe we
spells.
can find some clues where he might
I
be
might
gone.
have a way to find him. Do we have? I'll just need maybe 10 minutes. That's okay. Maybe you can take the time to rest.
I'm gonna have a look around to see if we can find any clues. I found a dragon's head earlier, by the way. It's down here.
Okay.
We roll perception or
Yeah, I think
investigation?
because we are out of any kind of danger, so you could take as much time as you want. So if you guys want, I'll tell you what you find that you missed before, just on the room where you are, on the where the skull of Argynvost is.
We would not know what this skull is, right?
Yeah, we saw it before.
No, we do. Yeah, you guys remember the skull. At this, what you remember is that Exethunder's skull was still in Death House in Durst Manor. However, the witch was not alive anymore. There was no witch there. So, but you did remember going to Argynvost before, and the revenants asking you to return the skull, and you remember not bringing it back, to be honest, fully, because the fight never really happened, so your memories are kind of changing, but you do know what it is and what it means and the blessing and all. And as you get really close, you actually realize that the skull is full of jewelry and gold. You see in there, as you pick, roughly there is more than 10,000 gold pieces inside the skull. There is silver pieces, there is gemstones, 50 gemstones, each of them 100 gold piece. There is diamonds, there is 5,000 rubies, there is emeralds, there is pieces of plain jewelry, quite expensive. You see a fine wrought gold cloak, pin inlaid with shards of jet black inside. Also, you see an ivory drinking horn that is engraved with dancing dryads and satyrs with pipes playing, an ornate electrum censer with platinum filigree. And all that is inside the skull, almost like a piñata.
The skull is empty, nothing here.
I'm
Sway.
standing right next to you, Real.
Sway, actually, all of you who were in that room can make a history check.
Okay, 16.
Okay. Okay. It's kind of unusual, Sway. You look at the thing, and especially this drinking horn with dancing dryads on it, and it kind of seems familiar, and you aren't sure where. But then Real kind of says, "Oh," and you are sure, Real. This is the same. Some of the things here are the
That got me
same
in
that they
trouble.
were. Yeah, they were in the shrine of Shar, on the cave where the werewolves were, on the werewolves' den. And this is some of the jewels that are from the shrine of Shar, from Kresk.
But it was for someone else there, right?
Yeah, and you also remember they were cursed. So you imagine all that wealth in there is cursed.
Yeah.
However, you also remember that hearing that gold went missing and lots of gold from Kresk, as Sibylna told you at some point. in the last day or so.
We can just put it in a bag of holding and maybe the abbot can...
I'm
Take
thinking
the
we can
curse,
just leave it here and just take the skull. If I remember, it was quite a nasty curse.
Is
you
does the curse apply when you touch it, real, or is it something that?
I think last time, I mean, do we remember what happened? That somebody took something?
Yeah, I think it was
rolling
Lilith.
on your rolling on your 23. You remember that Sway took some things, and when he took them, there was some kind of curse that stopped him from sleeping at all. So
Yeah.
he was unable to rest, and he was taking levels of exhaustion every day until the thing were returned to the shrine.
If everything here, these coins and jewelry are cursed, do you think the skull itself is cursed as well?
But it was different shrine, you know?
But maybe this was taken from the shrine. We don't know where it came from.
But maybe because there are somewhere else, maybe the curse is not on them anymore. What do you know?
I'm not going to try it. I'm thinking that we can just take the skull. The skull is supposed to be a holy relic.
Yeah, but we still need to take everything out from it, right? Because all
We
the
just
jewelry
tip
is
it
inside
over.
the
We
skull.
leave them in the floor without touching them. I don't know.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Lilith, as you are hearing this conversation, some kind of thought enters your mind. Make a wisdom check at advantage, as you are the most wise out of everyone in the party, as well as Saphira, but especially just because Saphira wasn't really there or these kind of things. She has been a bit more far away lately. Please
No problem.
do that.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom check
Wisdom
at
check.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. With an
Definitely the
11, with an 11, you kind of start to think, oh, okay. Relia mentioned that creatures that are created by the simulacrum spell cannot heal. And you do remember that you gave him quite a good beating at some point. And he actually ran away. But now, based on how much damage you did inflict to him, it seems like maybe he has used some of this money to heal himself, because otherwise he would have been dead much before the fight ends. So you gather that.
If I could I use remove curse on the treasure?
You will remember that you did try that on Sway and it didn't really work.
But I
When
tried
he
on
was
Sway who
cursed.
was
Yeah,
cursed.
when
If I try on the
cursed-
sources, is it different outcome or
Yeah.
the same thing?
You can make a religion check if you want.
Okay.
Okay. With a 20, you start to think of how remove curse works, and you think that perhaps this is too many things to remove a curse with one casting. You remember that remove curse works with an object or a creature, and this is a lot of objects here.
Yeah.
So you will think that it might work object by object, but
Coin by coin.
you will,
Go for it.
yeah.
What if I did like ceremony, creating holy water, and then kind of bathing it within that? Would that kind of maybe lift the curse, or am I just kind of really just pushing it out there?
Rolling on that 20, you will think that as this is not really curse as such, it's only curse if it's stolen. So you think that will probably will not work as this related to a goddess itself, Shard. And
Yeah.
you'll think, if it was some curse that was affecting it, but it only affects it if it's stolen. So if it's left alone, it's not really curse, as such. So So you think that probably
Could
won't
we
work.
then maybe lift up the stone panels of the ground, bury the treasure underneath it? And then maybe consecrate the ground and put the stones back in, just so that it makes it a little bit more difficult for this doppelganger to get hold of the treasure to try and heal himself.
That sounds good, mistress. I mean, we could take it. We could take the whole thing.
But we would get cursed like Sway was at one point.
Yeah, but are we not going to Kresk now? We could get cursed for what? For a few hours? Then we get there and we put it where it's meant to be and the curse is gone, right?
Okay.
That's how it worked before.
So you see Lilith kind of turn around and say, I kind of think we should have killed this doppelganger of Strahd by now, but he's been using this hoard of treasure to heal himself. So if we can take it to Kresk, it will kind of take it out of his hands, so he doesn't have access to heal himself again. We will, however, be cursed in the meantime.
And maybe if it's the only means for him to heal, maybe he would come looking for it. So maybe we could wait there. I don't know.
I mean, it wouldn't be his only means. I'm sure he's got treasure littered all over the place. It's just a case of this is readily available right now. If we take that away, then he's going to go find somewhere else.
But he cannot heal from any treasure. I think there is something about this in this treasure that allows him to heal.
Make a religion, actually an arcana check, Sway, if you want.
Arcana.
Yeah, as you are saying those words, you kind of think to yourself,
Oh, almost natural 20.
Yeah, you think you are actually not sure how this works at all. But you do know that Real mentioned it a second ago. So Real, you could help him as you see that he's a bit looking and... You there, Martin?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Sure, I mean, I already told them that.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Are we taking the skull, leaving the treasure here? Are we taking the treasure to Kresk, like Lilith suggested? Well, it was Claudio who suggested it, but yes.
I mean, we're close to Kresk right now. Closer than Arginbos. Right.
So we take
like
take the
3
gold
hours.
and we take it back to where we know the werewolves are.
I mean, do we know that that's where the shrine is in this timeline? Like,
You can all make a intelligence plus proficiency check. That will be a memory check from a day ago. You were told some information. See if you guys remember after the exhaustion of the fight and all these things. So either intelligence with proficiency, or if you are proficient in history, you can use history, whichever one is higher.
My God.
Whoa! Okay, fucking hell, guys.
that was my disadvantage roll because I'm exhausted.
You can do as well, Safira, just for fun, just to see another natural 20 test.
She's actually not there. As all of this is happening, she's gonna go outside and cast commune with nature to try and find Strahd.
All right, amazing. Okay, so while this is happening, we'll just finish this and we'll go back to you right now. So, Real, you remember being told that the 3 old ladies perhaps inhabit the cave now, and you were told that the shrine is kept in town, and that's where the money was stolen from. So things have changed slightly, and you remember that you were told that Sulaik and Emil are the ones werewolves who guard the city and are in charge of security. So you will be looking for them, and the shrine is now where the old shrine of the Morning Lord was. That doesn't seem to exist anymore.
If
As you you go. No.
if Strahd wasn't if Strahd stole this gold, why was he not cursed?
I mean, he doesn't need to sleep, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was cursed, but he didn't care.
Very well.
And then we
That's it. Yeah, sure.
okay, and then we move outside. Safira, describe to us how you are commuting with nature, if you're cool with that.
Yep. Oh, Ludwig is next to me. That was. She's just gonna go outside and sit down, like kneel down on her knees and kind of put her hand on the floor and close her eyes and just kind of focus and try to connect with the energy of nature and everything around her.
All right, and it's one of those moments. You are there. It's around 9:15. You see the sky, all these shiny stars, this golden huge one as well. And as you're doing this ritual, the wind starts to get stronger and stronger around you. You see all these leaves and all this vegetation is moving much quicker, and you feel the gravity of your commune just like almost lifting some of the rocks off the floor. And remind me, I believe you can do different things with commune with nature. So what are you looking to find out?
Looking to find where fake Strahd is.
Okay, so let's have a quick look. Give you the knowledge 3 miles around you. Okay, water, spell, knowledge of 3 facts of your choice. So it could be bodies of water, mineral, animals or people, powerful celestial things. Okay, let's say that this wouldn't really work, but let's make it that it does. And you, as you kind of like keep thinking and concentrating on it and the vibration of this nature around you, you actually see that this like a fallen star like passes on the sky, and as it passes you see that it actually falls in a place, and you see like a tiny green kind of like explosion, and you are aware that this is only happening in your mind. It's not really happening, and you see that explosion happening on the way between where you are and Kresk, somewhere halfway through. So you could ascertain he's going towards Kresk. It could be.
And can I see the surroundings? Could I tell could I tell how to get there?
Make a nature check. I'll give you advantage on that, as you are really concentrating and using your powers of nature to do this. Okay, you actually focus, and for a second you see him there, kind of like running, like almost like a superhero run, like a manga style. He's just like so fast, and he's running, and he actually gets to the crossroads. And on the crossroads, he looks toward Kresk, and then he keeps looking, and he sees back far away his Castle Ravenloft on the peak of the mountain, and then he starts running, and he changes direction towards Castle Ravenloft. So you know there is a lot between him and Castle Ravenloft, so he could stop in Vallaki, he could stop in Barovia, he could go somewhere else, but you know for sure that he is deciding not to go to Kresk, and he just kept going on the opposite direction. That is the main road that you passed many times before, where the crossroads are near Kresk. The rocks fall back, and the wind stops, and the night feels silent again, until you hear a screech, and another screech, and another screech. And before you notice, all these drakes and creature flies inside, and they all kneel around you. And we cut back to the others as you guys, all of you actually who want, can take a short rest now, actually, while all this is happening, including you, Saphira, as well. So if it's your intention, you guys could roll hit die and take a short rest while you're here as well. And you are there. You know Saphira has left. And once more, Claudio say, okay, so what's the plan then, mistress?
Right now, why don't you sit down next to me and relax?
Oh, yeah, I could do with that. Damn it. That fire, I'm so lucky. It was kind of weird. It exploded on my head, but I didn't get burned.
I saw that.
It was freaky, though, I have to say. Yeah.
It was unusual.
And as well, Sway, as you are resting, you feel a pulse. 110 hit die. Oh no, okay, no, that's a why you use all your hit die. Okay, amazing. You feel a pulse in your pocket, Sway, like a boom, 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 almost like a heartbeat. You're on mute, Sway.
Yeah, okay, I was just on the scope, sorry. Okay, so what do I have in that pocket?
As you think what you have in your pocket, you realize you have the holy symbol of your uncle, Nikolai, that obsidian newborn,
Okay, the thing that I
newborn
found
pendant. And it seems to radiate a very strong arcane energy. It's like pulsating.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show it to who I know who could identify it. Is it Lilith or Saphira? Or Rio, actually?
You will know.
Rio, actually, no? Rio used to.
Yeah, you will know real will be good to identify it, and you also know any of you who spent a whole short rest focusing an item will be able to ascertain roughly what they do as well. So you could do either of those.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show it to Rio. Look, that's the pendant from my dear dead uncle here, but I'm not sure. It's just kind of. Can you feel it? Like, take it to your hand.
Sure,
I'm just gonna pass
I'll
it to
cast Identify. I'll take 11 minutes to
Okay.
ritual cast.
As you hold it in your hand to identify and start to ritual cast, the thumbing of this beat of this thing keeps almost making you deaf, and it gets louder and louder and louder. And you hear Tarkalo saying, "Oh, real, this is good. This is what we were looking for, I guess."
What is it? What does it do? What is a dark
Well,
gift
You're
from,
not gonna like it, that's for
from the
sure.
Amber Temple, right?
Well, we don't really know who this deity really is, but yes, he has a lot of attributes. It's very magical, but I sense darkness as well. And it does, he says to you, it will enhance your magical ability to overcome obstacles. It will make you resistant to poison. It will give you proficiency in case you, not that you don't need it, you are a good student, but if you were to study history and knowledge, it will help you. And it also allows you to cast Command and Shield of Faith once per day each. And then it regains, then uses at dawn.
Yeah, so it has magical abilities.
Yeah. Yes.
Make you resistant to poison. I'll tell everybody.
Yeah. I guess you will actually focus on the other items too. There is a couple of things I just need to remove because obviously you didn't get the sort of strat. So I have a couple of items here that are not meant to be there. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna change this document so you can see it just to make it easier for you. You gather as well, if you focus on the dark, on the dust that Sway also found, there is a dust of reincarnation there. And you know that you can sprinkle it over a piece of a dead humanoid, and it will make the dead creature return to life with a new body. And then let me just, yeah, this one, I move it here. Okay, 1 second. Cool. And I'll put it down here. Okay, perfect.
Does the powder need to be with a creature that has died within 10 days?
Yeah, it works as a reincarnation spell.
Okay, cool. 10 days. Alright.
I'll put it here so you guys can see it easily. And I will remove these 2 things. And this out. And then I show you this one as well. Okay. Yeah, and then you got this one as well. So this is the loot, the whole thing, and then you have here the magical items. You also see, real, as you focus, that this weapon, this warhammer, seems to be quite magical as well, and is attuned to the Morning Lord, and it has certain properties that are quite beneficial. It's a +2 weapon that it does radiant damage as well on top of it, and you can use it to cast Sunbeam as well once per day. That is pretty cool, and it does extra damage to undead. Bloodwith will look at it. That looks good, he will say. And then Saphira returns from outside, and you see the guys kind of sitting and resting there.
Feeling. Are we all rested?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know where Strahd is.
Then let's go. Let's take him down now.
Do
Okay.
you want to do any kind of preparations, or we just
No, just straight head on.
I mean, the longer we wait, the more he plans. You know what he's like.
But are we going to follow? Where is he going?
It seems like he's going to Castle Ravenloft. He took that path, so we should probably hurry.
Are we assuming that he cannot teleport directly? He has to literally run there?
He was running. I think if he could have, he would have.
We have our mounts. We should make haste and find him.
I mean, some of you have mounts.
4 of us do. Yes.
Did we not get the carriage?
I think the carriage will be slower.
Did we not have like 2 or 3 horses on there?
There was 2 or 3 axe picks and 2 or 3 drakes, and then there was 1 carriage.
I don't mean this as an offense, Real, but you're small. Surely you can ride with someone else.
I mean, I can cast teleportation tomorrow, and we can be there in the morning without needing. But we have to leave the animals behind.
Then why don't we head to Kresk? Give back this gold. Do you think we can return the the skull again?
But it might be too far.
We have to make a choice now. Either we head to Kresk or we go and try to cut him off and fight him where he stands.
I mean, with teleportation, I can go somewhere I already been, so I can go back to the castle, and then we can wait for them there. But we don't know where to cut him.
Hmm.
Then I guess we only have a choice and head to Kresk. What were you gonna say, Lilith?
I was gonna say I don't particularly want to, but we should probably deal with Strahd as soon as possible.
Even with the coach, you know, I think with all the horses or whatever, carrying the coach, we should be able to catch up with him, you know?
But he's already an hour ahead of us.
That's fine.
He doesn't need to rest.
I mean, as long as we get there as soon as possible, waiting till tomorrow just gives him more time. But
maybe he does have means of healing somewhere else. Maybe it's in something in a castle we did not find.
Probably.
Then are we hunting him down then?
I mean, I can do it right now.
Yeah, if you're able to teleport us there now, and how much time roughly would we get there in advance of him?
If we would get there right now, how many people? Me and 8 people, so up to 9 total. And it's instantaneous, so we would be there right now.
Okay. And Saphira, how far out did you say he was from the castle?
I mean, he just left. So.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we might have time to lay out a trap for him instead of it being the other way around where we go to him and we're just kind of met by all sorts. It just thought.
Yeah, let's make a move. And then, did we search everything here?
Before we go, as an outlander, and I know the distance probably from traveling from here to the Ravenloft, how many days would it take him to get there?
Assuming, because you do know quite a lot out of Strahd, and you know he can turn himself into a bat at any point, or a mist of clouds, and that will probably make him a mist form, so that will probably make him go quicker, or a wolf. So if he was there to go walking without or running without resting, it will probably take him at least a whole day, like at least 12 hours to get there. From where you are, maybe more, but if he's using all his abilities, then maybe quicker. But you also think he actually is born there in a way. This creature knows the castle so much better than you, and what you are thinking is possible, but it's very unlikely he will actually be on misform, go somewhere that you don't even know exists and wait for you but he's very wounded now, so it's a bit of a could work, it could not. You know that he's not gonna make himself easy to be found at this point, for sure. So you could be a wild chase, it could work. And you think of all that based on your survival.
If only I had cut him, I wouldn't have known where he would be, or where he would be going now at this exact moment. Look, we only have a couple of choices. We go for the hunt now and we search him out. We wait for him at the castle, or we go to Kresk. We need to decide. The longer we wait here, the less time we'll have.
Hmm.
No, I agree
like-
with that we should go after him. I think.
Yeah. Like I said, if he hadn't come here and taken some of the treasure to heal himself, we probably would have killed him. So he can't be that far off of being killed right now. But we just need to stop him before he finds some more treasure to heal himself.
That sounds good, mistress. You're always so right. Let's go then.
All right.
Is everyone up with it?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
Alright. Let's get those creatures. Actually, did you guys name them? I mean, not that I care. For me, they're just drakes. But
No, I didn't name it.
So,
After the
should we
last time, I think it's better not to name them.
Too much heartache.
Yeah.
what have we
fair
decided?
enough.
What did we decide?
We're
all-
going to head him off at the castle.
Alright. I start grabbing my things. We leave the horses here, or the axe beak and the cart. We were alright.
Is Ludwig gonna take the hammer? Or we'll just put it in his hands for now.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Just holding it. I'll make a note to give
No,
it
we
to
cannot leave the coach and the horses here. That's wrong. Maybe Bloodwick should drive it to the castle.
I can do that. I don't mind driving at night, I guess.
Can I see your driving license?
What do you mean? I'm a captain of a sailor ship. I have all kind of vehicles license.
Not convinced, but yeah.
Do you have the license to kill?
Yeah, that's right as well.
No, we need him. We all double up on the drakes, and then we go.
I mean, maybe we can tell the creatures to follow or give them a direction. They are, I don't know. You are the animal expert, Safira. What do you think?
Oh, Claudio, do you know how to get to the tower?
You mean to the castle?
To the castle?
Of course, I'm from Barovia. Well, kind of, but I've been here for how many centuries now? A lot. I could drive.
Do you want to ride with them then?
Of course! And then you see that he just like throws like a bit of fire. Look! Move faster! And then he kind of like throws like fire towards the creature, missing in purpose. And the creature is kind of terrified by it. Assuming at this point you all left the place and you are just outside the wall, you know? So you have your carriage there, your drakes, you mount your drakes just for a second just to cross the wall. And then you are there on the other side. What do you guys want to do with the skull? You leave it there with the jewels here?
Perhaps if Claudio knows the way to Kresk, he can return the gold to them.
No? Claudio, would you be up for that? Little side
Of
quest
course.
and then
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm happy to do that. I'll promise you will see me again, okay? He says.
I better.
Jokingly. Sure, I could go to Crest, but who should I give it to, though?
that is a good question, Kamal. Who's he gonna give it to?
Who's
You have to take it to the church, right?
To the shrine? I don't know. Is Kresk a Burgomeister? I can't remember. All of you can make a history check if you want, actually, to remember, except Saphira. I don't think Saphira has been to Kresk before. You are on mute, Tommy.
It's the wolves that are now the Burgermeisters, is that right?
Huh?
It's the wolves that are the Burgermeisters, is that right? The
No.
werewolves.
No, they are. You've been
It was
told
my
that
family,
they.
no?
Yeah, you've been told that
There is
the werewolves.
Dimitri and
were-
Anna Kretzko.
Yeah, so that's what you remember, real? Martin,
Yeah.
actually, you.
I took notes.
I know. So yeah, so you have Dimitri and Anna Kreskop there that are the Burgomeister of the town, and then you also know that Emil and Sulaika are in charge of the protection of the place with an army
Zuleika.
of werewolves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those are the my bad. All right.
Yeah, sure. So I could look for Dimitri and Anna or Sulaika and Emil, but I didn't really like Sulaika. I think she's weird, but yeah, sure.
Okay. And if you encounter any problems, just make your way straight over to us.
Sure. To cut to the castle. Okay.
You can still teleport directly to me, right?
I guess I could. I've never done it before. I can talk to you. I'm not sure if I can teleport.
Oh, okay. All right, that's no problem. If anything happens, just reach out to me and we'll figure something out.
Okay, sure. That makes sense. I'm
Right.
sure nothing will happen to an imp alone with a treasure of thousands of gold pieces. I'm sure it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a commoner, you could probably take them out. If it's anything more, you probably need to run.
Yeah, okay. I take that. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, of course. He smiles. And you see on him, even though he's much better, he's kind of like... On his face, you can see Lily that he's gonna try his best, but he's kind of like, well, it's only money. If something goes wrong, I survive rather than money. So that's what he's got in his mind. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to steal it, you can let them know it's cursed. If they still want it, let them take the curse. But you know, don't put yourself out there to get killed.
Yeah. Okay. I will ride like the wind. Come on, you silly things! And he throws two kind of like hellfire from each of his hands, and the birds are terrified and they start like running.
Can I grab him? Can I grab him by the tail and pull him back, please?
Ow!
Maybe audio less fire.
Oh, I'm not hitting them. It's just okay. I'll just shout to them then. Okay.
Be nice, Claudio.
All right. I promise.
I thought he was being nice already.
Yeah, I'm not setting them on fire.
I mean,
They will run
yeah.
faster if they were in flames. But yeah, okay. I promise, Saphira, I'll be nice. And you can see Lilith that he's got his hand behind, making like a finger with the fingers with a little cross behind. But he just leaves with the courage.
Point to my holy symbol. Be nice.
Okay, he uncrosses his fingers and yeah, okay. By the might of Karsus, I shall be nice.
All right.
And he just rides into the night with this carriage, beautiful carriage that you acquire, like a theater carriage. And there he goes with the axe picks. And you are able to, all of you, ride on these creatures. So assuming you make groups, 2 of each in there. Yeah.
Yep.
2 things. You will not be able to sleep on top of these creatures while you are riding. So you will have to take a Constitution saving throw before you get there. And you might get a little exhausted, but you can make it, I guess.
What's their fly speed? 60.
Yeah, I actually share their stuffs in there. I don't know if you can guys see it, but you should all have access to them. They have Flaming Drake mounts and War Axe picks. So the flaming mounts, they are 60 feet fly speed.
I mean, it's not that far, no? You said it's like a 1
12
day,
hours. Yeah.
half day,
18
so
hours.
they don't need to rest. Maybe once rest, no?
Let us see if we can find him before that. Alright.
Okay.
We'll fly.
Alright.
And we'll keep an eye out to see. Cabal will specifically look for anywhere to see somewhat tracks or any indications of broken branches or anything that's kind of moving in a certain direction very quickly.
Okay, make a survival check whenever you're ready.
Okay, with the guidance of Saphira taking the lead on the knowing which direction he was actually going.
Okay.
Alright, survival. You know what? I'm gonna burn an inspiration for this and make it an advantage.
Okay.
Let's see, let's see.
Awesome.
Okay, 25.
Oh, nice. Okay. It takes you a little bit. Initially, you don't really find tracks as you are in the air. But then you start to fly low with your Drake. And then even for a minute, you start to actually walk with the Drake on the floor. Because you know it's nighttime. You don't have dark vision. So you need to get really focused, close. But then you start seeing a trail. The trail kind of like keeps going. You all following it for around half an hour, and then it gets to a point that the trail vanishes, like he just jumped into the air and turned into something that can fly. So you could gather is either one of those creatures, either a bat or a cloud of mist, and you lose the trail. But he, at this point, you can ascertain he's either going to Balaki, maybe, that is on the way, like I mentioned, or it could be any diversion from here moving forward. But you know, unless he's tricking you and he thinks that you're watching him, that could be an option too. But it seems to be going not to Kresk, that's for sure. And
I'll fly back up and then I'll be like, do you think he would? I've lost the trail. He probably turned into a bat of some sort of transformation. But it's either he's gone to Valaki to gain some sort of knows something there that he could recuperate from, or he's heading towards Castle Ravenloft. I would suggest heading straight there and wait for him there. There's no point us diverting and searching for him in this dark.
So I could teleport us there and we can rest in the castle.
Alright.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll land down, and then when we land down, I'll just say, Saphira, do you think you can tell these drakes to head towards Kresk and keep an eye on Claudio and the carriage?
Yes, yeah, I can. And she will go to her Drake and kind of stroke his head and ask them to return and follow Claudio towards Kresk.
okay. When you say Kresk, these creatures cannot speak, but you see that they are quite puzzled. They don't know what Kresk is. But then when you tell them to follow Claudio on the carriage, they kind of like on their eyes you see knowledge, that you gather that they're intelligent enough to know that the carriage and Claudio is the little pink imp that was riding it with the fire. So they kind of like nod their heads and once more bow to you, and they wait for your authorization to stand up. You see them, they just stay bowing to you.
Nod my head back at them and then this is making her uncomfortable, but she's gonna say, "It's okay. You can stand up and just try and catch up with them. Keep them safe."
Yeah, they nod, and then after you see it, that they are waiting for you to command them to leave. Actually, they are not nodding anymore, but they're just waiting, looking at you.
Oh, the
Okay. They nod their heads, and then they all start flying, and you see that they are kind of tracking. It's only been like a few, like 20 minutes or so that you've traveled until you found the tracks and all that. So easily they start flying in a direction, and you gathered, as you look back, you see flames that keep exploding around, you know, and even though you use Claudio's been nice, you see the flames going upwards. So it's easy to follow what Claudio is, as you see his hellfire just going wild around.
Is he starting any fires in the trees or anything? Just
Make a fate roll.
He's
Now
a
when you
fire
ask,
starter. Total fire starter.
As you think, he did tell you that he was gonna be good in Karsu's name, so you don't see any fires happening. But definitely he's conspicuous.
yeah, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
when someone stops him, it's gonna be nothing to see here, just some cursed treasure carried by an imp.
He was never about stealth.
Amazing. And Real, how does your teleport look like when you cast it? Tell us what happens there. It is cool.
Well, everybody has to be within 10 feet of me, and I will hold the rod of the pack keeper that we got from Castle 11, from the castle. So that's an item that's been in the castle.
Yeah.
It belongs there, so that will make me sure that I succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just do an arcane incantation, do it, put it around my head, and it actually, you will see, like, for a second the crown reappears, and from the crown, like, a bubble comes out and encompasses everybody, and then we just pop, it just pops, and we're not there, we're somewhere else.
Okay. Where in Castle Ravenloft do you want to be? You know the castle pretty well by now. So where exactly would you like to arrive?
Strange.
I don't need to sleep anymore, so well, we had the fight where the caskets were from the parents.
Okay, so you wanna go to, this is the kind of like the back of the castle, so you will think of the catacombs and the parents' tomb, and then before you, as the bubble explodes all around you, you are actually there, and you see that the place has been cleaned around. It doesn't look as bad as it was before, and the coffins and the statues that were taken out of there has mysteriously reappeared there, and you see the two wax effigies of Strahd parents once more in there, and the coffins and everything seems like there was never a fight in this place.
We are here. We can just find the bedroom, I guess, or
Okay, yeah.
we can go to the. Is there was a Morning Lord place, right? The Morning Lord.
Yeah, there is the
Sure.
chapel of the Morning Lord. Yeah, inside.
We can check if it's
Yeah.
still the chapel of the Morning Lord. It might be something else now.
Okay.
But we were able to rest there before.
All right. Yeah. So it doesn't take you a time. I mean, you know the castle pretty well by now. So you take the wrong turn a couple of times, but then eventually you will find the chapel of the Morning Lord as you go through stairs and a quite like spiral staircases and leads you back up to the top higher floor. You go up 2 floors and then eventually you arrive in there as come out from a lower stairs. And then you see the church itself has been also rearranged and cleaned. However, it doesn't seem to belong to the Morning Lord anymore. Instead, you see this huge effigy, black, faceless baby. And the whole church is black now. The pews are black, the floors are black. It feels, in the moment you walk in, it feels like you just walked into a different reality, pretty much.
Who has the holy symbol? The baby?
That's up to you and Sway to decide.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know who can use it.
I mean, anybody
I
can
would
use
maybe I would keep it only because maybe it was my evil uncle's. But you know, if you would make clear that you can use it and I cannot use it, then of course the
it.
one who
I
can
think
use
anybody
it.
can use it. You get a +1 to your saves, and you're resistant to poison, and then you can cast a couple of spells per day.
Then I
I
take
think
it.
there's no
I don't have any spells.
restriction, right?
Yeah, there is no restriction. Yeah? Anyone can
Yes,
use
anybody can use it.
it. It requires achievement, though.
I will tell you. Yeah, I will tell you. It feels a bit dark. That's because you remember you were at the Amber Temple,
Yeah.
so you know that the gifts from there are a bit double-sided and dark.
Yeah.
And this belongs to one of the deities or, things that were in there. Which apparently in this timeline is a lot more powerful because it's got churches.
What deity does this belong to then? Would we know?
I guess that would be a Lilith question.
Yeah. Just rolling on your past knowledge, you do know that you were told by Exethander as well that this is the nameless god of secrets, and he's a deity of knowledge, but no one knows his name. He's actually nameless, and that's part of what he is.
Secrets.
Really. Yeah.
Yes, a god of secrets.
Is it to be trusted?
It's the god of secrets. Would you, if I keep a secret from you, would you trust me?
Depends what the secret is.
Exactly. So we don't know. He keeps all the secrets. It's probably I would say maybe. I mean, I don't know much about gods, but somebody that keeps secrets would be kind of a roguish or, trickery type of god, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not, I never heard from him before.
Are you sure? What about Darkless? Has he heard from him?
No. Have you? Hey,
No.
Darky. No, he hasn't.
I just know he's an ancient creature, god, deity, as old as time itself.
Okay, you said you don't nothing and that you know some things.
Well, I know
But
but we don't know who he is. I just know that the faceless name, god of secrets, has been around forever. I don't know.
Apparently, he's a very ancient god that's been around forever, but nobody knows his name. And it's up to you if you think it's evil or not. I think it's probably neutral, maybe, but it feels very dark, so maybe it's not.
I kind of look at the room and then be like, so are we deciding to rest in here then, or should we find another room?
I mean, I don't think we have anything to offer this god right now. Before it was the Morning Lord, which we had a good relationship with. We have no relationship with this one. Maybe we just go to a normal bedroom. We had our bedrooms upstairs, like remember from the past. Maybe we can go there, or we also had bedrooms in the present. So Our bedrooms in the present were a lot better than the bedrooms in the past, though, because the bedrooms in the past were food. So I would suggest we go to the bedrooms from the present
All right.
that Strahd gave us while we were his guests.
All right. Let's go there then. I was going to.
And I'll be looking around with my true sight to see if there are any of those, peeping Tom type.
As
things.
you look around, I actually forgot you have true sight. As you look into in this chapel, you see that there is a book on the altar, and that you can only see with your blind sight.
Oh, there is a book in the altar.
Yeah,
I wonder what
and
it is.
Seems to be open.
Leave it. I stop him. If he starts heading towards him, I'll just kind of, perhaps just
Yeah.
not.
Can anybody else see the book?
Nope.
Well, you just mentioned a book, so I stop you. I say,
Yeah. He said it.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah. There's a book right there. I'm just wondering if it has any information. And, I like books. Maybe it's information that we can take about this god. Maybe it's a holy book and we can tell what kind of doctrine or what kind of god it is.
So you will go to this book of an ancient being. I mean,
most gods are ancient. The Morning Lord's been around forever.
and then when it consumes your mind, I'm sure Darkalis would like that, wouldn't you, Darkalis? Go! I'll say go read it.
Okay, I'll go. I'll go and have a look.
Okay. As you kind of approach the book, you realize, to your surprise, that it has black pages. Like the whole thing is black, and it seems to have some kind of jewel on the front, but it's open. Why?
But it's black on black, so you cannot read it, or is it a different color ink?
As you start to approach and look at the ink, your mind feels like it's scrambling pretty much. As you focus into the book, you hear voices, like almost like the dark powers that you heard from the Anvil Temple, all of them talking at once.
Do I have... remember when, at the end, when we killed Strahd the first time, I went into like a trance and I saw like a dark cathedral. That's where they took me to let me know about the pyramid and the things.
This looks very similar.
Yeah, that was nice. So I was like, I'll just try to leave it. I'll try to get away.
Just before you, as you hear this, you kind of start moving away. But then what you can see is that make an intelligence saving throw first, and then make a history check afterwards.
Ooh. I'll use my reaction to reroll.
Okay.
Let me just mark it first, because otherwise I forget. And then I'll try it again. Please be more than 2. Oh, okay.
Okay. You will be taking this normally, but you will be taking half of that. So you will just take 7 points of psychic damage as you succeed. And then do a history check to see if you recognize for a second that language.
I do have disadvantage, so it's a 14.
You just think that this could be a language that is not even meant to be spoken, and you think of dark speech come to your mind, but you are not sure with that roll. But you think, is that what that is?
Dark speech or deep speech?
Dark speech.
Dark speech. Okay.
This is a language, a forbidden language, pretty much. Real will think it could be that, and that's probably why it's hurting their mind.
Okay, I'll step back and leave it. Say, I'll probably leave it for now. Maybe later. I'm just tired. I'll try maybe in the morning.
Okay.
I'll close the door.
All right. Amazing.
If there is like an offering, I will leave like a gold because I feel that I was a bit rude. So I leave some
Yeah.
an
Okay.
offering
Yeah.
and
You
then I go.
see. Yeah. You see there is like a black candles that are lit around the place, and some of them have like a little box with offerings, and in there you see
This is like a
mainly.
Catholic church, basically.
Yeah, it's mainly like different books. The offerings are quite unusual. They are books and gold and diamonds and wealth. You even find like mutilated body parts as well in a certain place as well. But they look really ancient, like no one has been using this for quite a while. But the candles are lit and they are black candles with a blue flame. And as you put the coin
And
there,
are they little candles to light the big candles?
yeah,
So I will pick a little candle. I lit one and I'll put the gold, and then I will whisper a secret that nobody knows, and then I will leave.
okay. As you do that, you see which color will really identify himself more with. Purple, perhaps?
Yeah,
Green?
it was green, but it's turning into purple.
Yeah, so you will see that one candle just ignites with a purple flame. Yeah.
And then I just go. It's like, yeah, thank you. Didn't mean any offense.
Well done, boy. You hear Darkalos.
I mean, you could have told me something before. I was lost my mind.
didn't know.
What? Inside
Sorry.
check. You liar. I have this advantage. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I should like even, you know.
Yeah, you gather
Yeah,
he's
10.
telling the truth ish. I don't know, you aren't sure.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
hard
know.
to read.
So okay, yeah, but let's go up to the rooms or something.
Okay. All right. So you, from this chapel, you start walking through the main corridor. You exit. You see these corridors with these warriors, effigies in there, and then you go to the little stairs that you know that it connects almost all the rooms up. So you go up these stairs, go 3 or 4 floors, and eventually you arrive to this lounge where normally people that were keeping an eye on you will be. But in there, you see drinks, like someone has been having a few drinks and kind of got too drunk and left them there. And it seemed like wine and yeah, there is 2 wine glasses, literally.
Can we check the rooms to make sure there's nobody sleeping on the bed?
Okay, make who would like to do that?
I mean, I
Yeah.
would suggest maybe Sway. It's quite stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So
I
make a
just
perception.
point at the wine glasses and I point at the doors, maybe, so you know that maybe there's somebody there.
Okay. All right. If you guys want as well, while Sway is sneaking into the room, you could investigate the glasses as well if you want to see if you get anything out of that.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So as Sway is kind of sneaking and kind of like making his way slowly, Cabal, you take a second to have a whiff on the glass, and you recognize that one of them is a high quality, bubbly, sparkling wine, but the other one seems to be blood. And then you slowly move into the place, Sway, and at first you hear a sound that you think that is like I just don't know how to say this without being rude. You think that it's been like a cat giving birth for a second, you know, very quietly, but then another sound is there, and then with your stealth of 26, you are completely hidden, and you see Escher and your Tabaxi old character that I just forgot the name because I do this while I'm on a stream. I don't know why I'm so crap at this.
Scratch.
Yeah,
Scratch
and a
it.
scratch, kind of like having fun, shall we say?
So he's doing scratch and boot, like he's scratching on boot, literally.
Yeah, and they are performing, having a sexual activity at the moment. As you are there completely stealthily with a 26, they are not aware of you. I'm not gonna go into details, but yeah. And they are in the guest room, big, kind of silky, steamy room, steamy window, and they are right on it as you are there, completely hidden away.
So as I'm going and I see this, like, I just like rewind, you know? I just go back and I go, you know, and I'm gonna pass it to others and not.
Yeah, I think at this point, as
I
you move back, you
don't
see
really care,
Caballo.
but in church,
Lilith,
I mean, for
everyone.
real, I just didn't know what to do.
I mean, they are in a bedroom, you know, there's nothing wrong what they are in terms of what they are doing. They are in their bedroom, you know.
Okay.
But then you see that in the moment you enter the room, you see a Cabal, everyone just kind of like focus on these glasses and kind of like looking at you like.
It's a vampire. I take out my glaive. What did you see?
It's
Yeah,
okay, it's okay.
describe
Don't
what
worry,
you
don't
saw.
worry. What did you find, guys?
What do you mean there's a vampire in there?
Yes, there is, but he's not alone. It's okay.
Who's
It's okay.
That makes it worse.
Who's in there?
What did you find?
We find a
What is-
glass of blood and a glass of wine.
Yeah, that explains everything.
That's
Explains what? Sway.
I just came there and it's like a scratch there and what's his name? Asher. Yeah, they were kind of playing chess, but I didn't want to disturb them, you know, so I just, you know, I'm kind of like looking at the
Wait,
at
Ash
the
is in there.
ground, kind of like.
He probably know where Strahd will be secret passages are. Let me go inside, and I'll start.
No,
with
wait,
the door.
I grab her and I go first, then I knock on the door.
As you knock in the door, you hear Escher saying, Esmeralda, I've told you already. Could you just let me? This is my time with a scratch, okay?
oh wow,
Just
scratch has been having
Go
everyone.
back to your wife or whatever. We are busy now.
Sure. Can you come out?
Oh,
Sway and
is that
everyone
Sway?
else? Yeah,
Oh,
we...
Sway.
Right, sorry. We didn't
Oh,
announce.
good. I mean, you hear like a scratch laughing as he says that. Give us a minute. And you notice his voice sounds different because the DM forgot. I just remember he's got a New York kind of American accent, but I just don't know why. But he's just probably engaged in activities that make his voice change
This
slightly
is
after the
role-playing, yeah?
drink. Yeah. And a few minutes pass by, and eventually Escher comes out, hair perfect, perfect condition. The clothes, he's got like a long sleeping robe, and after a few 5 minutes or more, a Scratch reluctantly comes out as well, and you see Scratch is quite drunk, like he's looking at you like, hey, you know, like,
Hey.
how is it going? Scratch asks you all as he sees you are there.
Who won the
You
chess?
came back.
Who won the chess game?
They look at each other.
I don't think they were playing chess in there.
I'm just gonna kick one of them. Like,
Yeah, they all both tend to use sway. Chest. Oh yeah. I always win. Escher says. I've been playing for much longer. Yeah, I always win. I've been playing for much longer. Yeah, that was his accent, by the way. But what brings you back to Castle Ravenloft?
Strahd.
You know how we kind of killed Strahd?
What do you mean by Strahd is dead?
Right.
The master is gone, right?
Yeah. How do you feel? You feel like he's dead, right? You would know.
Yeah, definitely. I will. We kind of have a connection all his spawn, and I feel he's gone.
Well, he made a copy, so he might be coming here, so we have to finish him off as well.
You, without having to insight check, let's say that with your passive insight, Sway, Lilith, and Saphira, you Sway, realize that he knew already as well. He doesn't try to lie. He just goes like, "Oh, I should have thought of that."
He had like an expensive, casket or some.
Well, that I didn't really think that that creature was still alive. It's always been the master's secret, but he used a piece of the heart of sorrow to make him. So he's very, very unique. I guess now that he's dead, I can share the secret, right?
Sure. I mean, yeah. There's no secrets now.
But I don't really understand why that creature will now start trying to do things, and it doesn't really make sense.
I guess because he's a copy of Strahd, maybe he has the same inclinations. He wants to aspire to whatever he was, even though he cannot become what he was, but he will try.
Yeah, actually, also there was something I wanted to speak to you about. I've heard some rumors going around at the moment, and apparently some people claim that Strahd Bonzarovich was killed by an archmage from afar.
I mean,
but this-
I'm from around here, so I don't know.
Yeah, and this archmage is meant to be a female. And I've heard some rumors of people saying that she killed Strahd Bonzarovich already, not you.
I mean, I do wear like a robe, and some people, if you look from behind, sometimes they might have gotten the wrong idea, I guess.
Real, you are bold.
They are both chicks. What are you talking
The
about?
funny thing is that these people, when I try to tell them, no, it was the outsiders who killed him, they actually didn't remember you. He was the brother of Irina, Ismark. We sent a message to Barovia, and we were in contact with them, and Ismark claimed that that archmage woman from afar killed Strahd, and he couldn't remember who you were. I just thought it would be important for you to know, maybe. You can gather whatever and assume whatever you want out of that.
Sure he wasn't Sybil now?
He didn't mention the name, but who is Sybil now? He said.
It's better that you do not know her for your own safety. We need to know any other secret passages that Strahd would take to get into the castle. Whatever this creature is that is coming back, it's going to know where to come in from. And where would he keep all his treasures and gold? He's probably going...
I mean, you kind of found it already. It was in the vault, inside under the chimney, like past the chimney on that corridor. His magical vault that you already took the wealth from stuff, right? I'm not sure how much of it you took. I know your mother has been using some of the money left there to spring up this place. There has been a lot of were ravens as well. Now they are all moving here, so we have quite a lot of transit going on. And me and Scratch were actually thinking of making this place into some kind of hotel for free, just for travel or some things.
So there is no
But,
other place where he would keep his treasures.
Not that I know of.
And there is still some treasure left in that place under the chimney.
Sure, we can move it and have it protected.
But-
Maybe put it somewhere else.
What about in the catacombs? When we were there, there was some treasures inside
Yeah.
in some of them.
I guess that's still there, but I'm not familiar what is in each of those catacombs.
I mean, there was one with an imp. There was an imp in one of them.
Yeah, I remember you guys. We explored a few of them, half of them, but we didn't explore the other half.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a problem. Maybe the more can arrange for your mother, Cabal, and Smeralda and Xena and whatever were Raven there, kind of investigate it. That'll be good. And if I was a Strahd, I will use the old place that we always use on the top of the North Tower. It kind of take us to down there. You can there is a shaft, and it takes you all the way down to the catacombs again. And there was like a little hole. I think that's where you guys broke the wall when you arrived here. I made a lot of noise one of the times. The master complaining about it. So that leads all the way down there. But why do you think he's coming here?
We fought him just outside Craig's, and he ran away, and he wasn't coming in this direction. So we assume he was coming to somewhere he knew because he's been here before.
I mean, his coffin, the master's coffin, is still untouched. I could imagine, maybe. But I guess it's a bit conspicuous. I don't really know.
Maybe we could check it. I don't know.
We should move the treasures to one location. If he's going to be using that to heal himself, he may come for it. Unless he's gone to Valakia and healed himself already.
But the casket is quite expensive, so he could use that as well, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Should we wait for him there? Lay an ambush? Out of old habits, he would go into his casket to rest.
Maybe. We can maybe set up watch to see if we see bats or mist coming into the castle. I don't know.
I should wake up some of these were able. Sure, I think this project is huge, right?
Yeah. Would they notice, because they know Strahd for a long time, they were ravens. Would they recognize the mist form?
It's just that's the problem. That is quite hard to spot
Yeah.
at night. Maybe they might recognize a bat going in, but sometimes bats do come in or out using that shaft that are real bats, as you guys saw. They are all resting still there. So they will come in at some point. If I was a Strahd, I will wait until dawn for the arrival. Then all the bats will go in. I will probably disguise myself between the thousands of bats that go in there. I don't know.
But is Strahd traveling as a single bat, or was it a swarm of bats?
The master could do both, but
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Strahd is a tactician. He like you two loves playing chess, and he would use any way to outsmart his opponents. I believe that might be an option that he may choose to do so.
Yeah, no, I will imagine that. Sorry, I just realized that I forgot to change the map. Sorry, guys. You've been on the same map forever. So I'll just put the map of Castle Ravenloft there. If you could more adjust it for us, please. Thank you. Yeah, he definitely is. He's a truly chess player, so yeah, I think yeah, I'll mobilize the people, and he goes with Scratch, says, all right, I'll give him a hand, all right. So where are you guys thinking of being?
We're going to take a room to sleep, but
I have an idea actually. Saphira.
She might be. She's on the phone. She just sent me a text. She was talking 2 minutes on the phone, so I'm not sure if she's gonna be free yet.
Fair enough. I'll just mention it to the group then. Perhaps
Yeah.
Saphira can cast her the beam of moon radiant energy down the shaft when all the bats come in. She mentioned that it can revert shapeshifters into their natural form. So if he does come down there and he's hidden within the bats, we should be able to revert him back to his normal form.
Wow, that sounds good. Escher will say. As he's leaving.
I could do that. Sounds like a good idea.
We can all wait when he reverts back to pounce on him with the different abilities that we have. We can be stealth and hidden away. And when he reverts back, we can just destroy him there and then, not giving him a chance to do anything. Perhaps we set our preparations there. In my old, it seems like a long time ago, but it's only been a month and a bit. In my Hunter's Guild, we use ruined or runic sigils to prepare for hunts sometimes, leaving them for traps. I don't think any of us can create those or have any of them around here. Escher, is he still there?
Yeah, he just left actually. But if you want him, he's on talking distance. So if you want to give him a shout, he will turn around.
Where is he going?
He is going downstairs to mobilize the rest of
the ravens.
Yeah, the were ravens, and to wake up Esmeralda and Sina as well.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. But yes, we do not have that capability, do we?
I could create glyph of warding. It's normally something I can never have prepared in advance because it takes a lot of time for me to do it.
Do you have the means to do it now? To get it prepared for the morning?
Yeah, I could do so.
What does glyph of warding do out of game?
Out of game, I can make an explosive rune. So when it's triggered, it creates a 20-foot radius of either acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage on a failed saving throw. Spell glyph, I can store a spell of third or lower into it, or I can cast it at a higher level. And I can either increase the explosive output or the save spell in there.
Those are the two things.
Those are the two things.
I think the exploding one might be a good idea. Could you? What's the trigger?
When triggered. I probably need to read up on some religious texts about explosive runes.
Okay.
Uh,
I
Prepare.
think it should tell you on the effects when you choose the effects, like if a creature does something or.
yeah, it was quite open, so I just need to read it.
If you can specify the trigger to be a humanoid creature falls into the vicinity of your explosion. If
He's not a
that's-
creature. He's not a humanoid anymore.
or an object then.
He's a construct.
A construct
Mm.
creature.
So I could do it as almost putting the glyph on one of the floor tiles, and if it's stepped on, then it explodes.
Can the trigger not be if a construct creature comes within vicinity? I kind of
Yeah, it could be that.
I can
I
imagine
think I could even do it voice activated.
that might be a good idea too. If the
Yeah.
moonbeam effect works, Strahd falls out of the sky, and as he falls, you trigger the sigil, and as it explodes, I think that will have the most impact, hopefully destroying him once and for all.
Okay, so am I putting everything into this one spell? I kind of had another spell in mind. I've not tried that one either, but I guess now's as good a time as any to try things I have not tried.
Ooh, and what is this other gift that your god has bestowed upon you?
It's a spell called Planar Ally. I was considering bringing in a help, considering how the last fight with the doppelganger didn't go that great and most of us went down. If we had another pair of hands, that would have been pretty ideal.
I agree. Can you do both, or is it only one or the other?
It depends. If I want to do Planar Ally at super high level, then I wouldn't be able to do this. If I'm going to do a bunch of little ones, I can do that.
Perhaps leave him at. Leave him little ones. That way you can do both.
Okay, it's gonna cost quite a bit of money.
I mean, we have enough gold.
Okay, that's cool. Alright, let me start cracking on with these then, I guess.
Wait, how much gold are we talking about?
100.
Well, I'll need to. Oh,
No, it's
we could probably blow up a nice portion of
just
the castle.
incense and powdered diamond worth at least 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, you will find incense in the castle and stuff like that. Quite expensive one, like ritual incense of different sorts and stuff like that.
Perhaps at
Okay.
the chapel. Why don't you go there, Real, and get some incense?
I'm not stealing incense from the god of secrets. Are you kidding? That's how people die. That's
It's just incense.
That's the beginning of a lot of horror movies.
yeah.
He went to steal incense on the God of Secrets temple. Yeah.
And then he became a secret and nobody remembers him.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
He took a secret himself. That's really
Yes.
terrifying. I think on that terrifying note, maybe it will be a good place to take a quick break, like a 5, if it's okay with everyone.
Sure.
Just to freshen up. Yeah. All right. Okay. Amazing. So thanks for watching. For you who are at home, we shall be back in a few minutes. Thanks for being here and see you soon. All right. Cool. Okay, amazing. Hello and welcome. We are back again. Thank you for being here. Cool that you stayed around. Let's see how the preparation for the hunt of Strahd's clone goes. As you guys are there discussing different plans, with no time, after a few minutes, around 30 were ravens arrive to where you are, looking for you. And they seem to be led by Davian Martikov, the old crow. He greets you. Hello, you are here already. Good to see you. Escher was explaining me some kind of plan. You think that creature that you speak of is coming back here, right? And he's referring to you, Cabal, at the moment. Cabal, I guess you are leading the hunt, right?
This creature is a copy of the former Strahd. We must finish it off to ensure that he never returns. He is wounded and weak. We fought him already in the forge. And as he arrives, he may have found a way to heal himself, but we're hoping not. He's going to find a way to get back into the castle. And we are assuming that he's going to fall into old habits and rest in his crib. And the way we assume he will enter is through the shaft at the top of this castle. We have a plan, but we need you and the rest of your followers to keep an eye out for anything, any stray bat that may decide to come from a different entrance in the morning at
all
dusk.
right. Okay, so I guess we have until dawn. I notice all these bats enter just before dawn, so that will be the time. We can organize patrols starting from right now, just in case. Does this creature uses magic as well?
It does, but it has spent quite a bit of its magic. He may be keeping it for any other reasons, but for now it cannot regain any of its used or spent abilities.
Oh, all right. That sounds good. That's a good start. So, all right. Come on, you. And he starts saying names aloud, making groups of 3, and then as he commands them, you see these were-ravens start to change into their hybrid forms.
When you
And
see
he
this
says,
creature,
"Not like that." Yeah, sorry. Go on, Kava.
when he says, "I'm sorry," do not. When you see it, do not engage it. You will only. All we need is to. You just need to try to inform us to let us know where it is going or where it has come in from.
All right. You see that he tells off, "Not like that. Anyone can see you're a hybrid, huge were-raven. If you want to make yourself look like ravens, you fools." They start changing after he says that. All right, and we could squawk, but it would be good. Where would you be resting? Maybe some of you at the top, some of you at the bottom, or what is the resting plan that you have for tonight?
Probably in the crypt. What do you think? I turn to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
If that's the most comfortable thing we can find, I guess crypt will do.
All right, that sounds like a good plan. After a minute as well, you see Esmeralda and Sina enter. They look quite sleepy, like puffy eyes, and Sina's hair is a bit of a mess, as you know, Cabal. Her hair is very wild. It's all like curled up at the moment, like a big Julia Roberts style hair. And she's like all sleepy, like, oh, Cabal. They kind of like both come running as they see you. Your mother as well eventually comes after a few minutes too. And you all kind of like there doing this plan. Cabal, it's nice to see you and all of you guys. Really good. How is everything been around? Anything else interesting to report?
Apart from Strahd coming here once again, no.
Oh, all right. I guess that's good. No changes are always good, Cabal. We'll have to discuss. We were thinking, Sin and I, to leave your mother soon, but if there is still threats here, we'll prefer to stay around until time is right.
Stay with
Okay,
her.
so
Stay with Anya and keep her safe. I think we should be able to handle whatever's left of this remnants of Strahd.
okay, yeah, your mother, and you finish talking to her. She embraces, super tired, looking as well. See that she has been working quite a lot. She is actually keeping fit, a little bit fitter than she was. She's not malnourished anymore. Looks healthy, tired. She gives you a big hug. Cabal, Walter, whatever. Nice to see you, my son.
It's good to see you more nourished and less weakened.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be sharpening my knife now. What is happening? Take her kind of like a cleaver knife out and a stone, and she just starts sharpening it right in front of you. You see there is blood on the knife, but it seems to be like a animal, kind of like cooking blood on it, and she kind of cleans it and starts polishing and sharpening the blade. And you guys start making your ways to the resting place. So all of you will stay in the crypt. The thing is, out of game, Davian will point out that maybe if all of you stay on the crypt and he comes from the top and something goes wrong, he will have time to escape. So maybe he thinks that it will be better if some of you stay in the crypt and some of them stay on the top of the tower, as it's gonna take you, in terms of to getting to the top there, it will take you around 10 minutes to get to the top from where you are in the very bottom.
Okay, I can go on top of the tower. Yeah. And maybe someone else who can maybe fly.
I'll go to the top. I can fly.
And you can fly?
I can fly.
Well, I can fly as well. It's
What?
just 10 feet.
And if I can get it,
you can
no.
fly.
if I can get a strike on him, I will know if he tries to escape what direction he would be in.
Okay. So the team tower, Cabal and Sway. Anyone else?
Saphira?
What distance can you cast the moonbeam?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Okay. And then I'll assume
120 feet.
How tall is the tower?
the tower is taller than 120. Tell you.
Before, is that where the heart is? What heart, right?
Yeah, 360 feet, but that's without counting the bottom part that is obscured, because it will be another 100 feet lower. So it's around 460 feet from the top of the tower to where you will be on the crypts.
Is there a place in the middle where she can cast it from and be hidden as well?
She could be on the main. No. She could be in one of the rooms in between, or she could be in the shaft herself in wild shape form. How many hours can she stay in wild shape? I think it's your level divided by 3 in hours. Is that right?
No, it's half.
But then like,
Half,
the
yeah.
level.
After that.
Half of your
So
level in
7
hours. So you could, yeah. So
6
you could be
hours.
7 hours, or 6 in animal shape. So you could do that
You can be a
and
bat.
be in the middle. Yeah.
and then I would drop it and cast Moonbeam there. I'm confused.
It's an option. Yeah, you could do that. As you see the bats kind of come in, you could blend into the bats and then transform back into yourself as most of the bats come in and cast. Once like majority of bats come in and start making their way down, you cast Moonbeam and it kind of will go all the way straight down, right? 100. Well, you can cast it 120 feet, but it's 5 feet from top to bottom.
No,
What's-
radius is
Yeah, is it like
40
the,
feet. It's 40 feet from top to bottom.
oh, it's only 40 feet. Okay, so you have to time it as a majority of bats that come in at 40 feet, and then cast it so it hits all the bats.
Oh.
It's gonna be precision.
Okay.
Hmm.
But then also she has to be careful because that will hit herself. No?
Because I'll fall.
Where is it going to be when she casts it?
Don't know. That's the thing.
She could be. She could either be. There is on this place inside this shaft. There is loose rocks that she could hold on to. It will require some kind of check, but it's possible.
How wide is the shaft?
Like 2 feet.
So
You
could
could
I not
squeeze
just
through.
like literally hold myself against two walls to not fall?
You could. It will require some cons checks, but yeah, it's doable.
I mean, do we have pittons with us? Because we can just make a little bit where Saphira could essentially just be dangling herself from, if she wanted to.
Definitely, I will say that counting all the were ravens, if you want to do it that way, you could spend a little bit of time on building a little support part there, and you still have around 8 hours to do that until dawn, roughly. So yeah, definitely you could do that and have some place of support. The were ravens will help to do that quicker.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so you could be there. And how far away from the shaft do you want to be from the entrance? In case I'll make a note of that. They will ask how far away from the shaft do you want us to build the little platform, I guess.
Saphira?
Oh,
What was it?
Say it again. Go again. Last, I miss you. What you said. Could you repeat?
which one of us? Me?
Saphira, yeah, please. How far away?
I don't know.
I mean, it's your magic. You know the distance of estimate.
Well, it depends. How do we want him to fall from the top or?
Yeah, I think we can get him falling at least some distance. We can get some free damage, maybe.
So then.
Still there?
Yeah. Sorry, I think I'm just very confused because I didn't catch the first half of this whole conversation. So we want him to fall, then wouldn't it make more sense if I was at the top and do it as he was going in? Because my range is 120 feet. The cylinder will be like 40 feet length, but that gives like 160 feet distance basically. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You can be at the top as well.
Just seems easier.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it that way. So she'll stay at the top. She'll wait for the bats to go in. She has 120 feet range towards the bottom. So as majority of the bats come in, she can cast Moonbeam in that kind of 40 feet space, and then watch the bats kind of fall through, and hopefully one of them changes, and see how it goes from there.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good. So let's do it, and then the were ravens start leaving, and some of them go and patrol on top of the tower, kind of like inconspicuously. See that some of them are perching around in strategic points of the castle that are not so obvious. If you take if you can look as you follow them going up, you will get to that overlook in the castle where there is that little stairs just here, made like a wooden stairs where the Heart of Sorrow used to be around there. And from there you see that the night is quite bright because the sky is full of stars and the moon is kind of growing as well. It's like waxing at the moment, and it's like a half full moon, and the golden star is illuminating the sky quite a lot. So even though it's nighttime, you see all these blues and purple colors of shades, and it's a silent night completely, like there is not a lot of wind or anything. And go on.
Yeah, there's a little bit more preparation. So as I guess Lilith is starting to prepare the glyphs, I'm going to ask Rill, who's probably just standing there looking kind of sleepy. I'm going to ask Rill, I'm going to be like, when Strahd moves himself through space, like when he travels through the mist and teleports around, would it be possible for you to stop that from happening?
I don't know. I don't think it's a spell. I think it's just something he can do.
Is there anything that you could do to prevent him from doing that? I mean, I can, but I need to hit him first.
Yeah, no, I will have to like do it after he does it. Maybe trap him in the ball of force, but it will have to be if he hasn't left by then.
My fear is that when he transforms into his normal self through the moonbeam, he's going to reactively try to escape from there. We want him to trigger the glyphs. If there's no other way,
I mean,
go ahead.
He won't. If he doesn't know that, if he falls on the glyphs will trigger. If he can see them, I mean, there is I think they have to look for it. But if he notices them, he might avoid them by teleporting somewhere else, or I don't know.
If it was me,
I mean, if I can see him, I can try to counterspell that spell. If he uses a spell, but if he doesn't use a spell, then I don't think I can.
Well, in that case, we'll probably need you in a advantageous position to be able to reactively do that. Would you situate yourself somewhere to a certain distance? Because I've seen that some of your spells require you to be at a range.
I mean, I need to be within 60 feet, so within 60 feet at the bottom, like.
Okay. So, alright.
But so if he falls, I can see him. As long as I can see him and he's within 60 feet,
alright.
I can try to counterspell.
I'll just go to Lilith. How is the crafting of the sigil going?
I'm concentrating.
I hear the clanking of a spoon and a bowl.
She just got her hands out over a tile. and then she pulled out a little crayon, like just starts scribbling some signs.
Okay. All right. So while you are in the top, just before your rest, do you want to rest and then come back, or do you want to actually rest where you're gonna be at your
station
night post places?
Yeah, I'm gonna rest at the top.
No.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you, Saphira, Sway, and Cabal will be resting on the top, and then Lilith and Riel will be at the bottom. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or is all of you gonna be in the top?
Yeah.
I'll be at the bottom.
What I'll do is I'll point out to everyone exactly where I'll be putting the two glyphs. One's going to be directly at the bottom of the shaft, and one's just a little bit further out from it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. However, Before you guys make your way up to this shaft and all that, I need Sway to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Make sure you
Wisdom
share.
saving
You-
throw.
Yeah, you, as you are kind of like walking around, this sense of, I don't know, like unrestness. There is something that keeps coming to your mind, but then you feel like you almost overcome it, but then you don't, and this compulsion to go towards the church overtakes you, and you think to yourself,
No.
that book, that
No.
book that I spoke to Real, that must be something that I would definitely love to have. And as you feel that, unable to control yourself, you go to the chapel, get 10 feet within the altar, and then when you are that close, you see the book, and you touch it, and by touching it, nothing happens to you, and you put it in your bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean, like, what could happen to me? I'm kind of dark already. It's okay. I'm sure.
And as you are doing it, you see spirits, your own spirits saying, no, don't touch it, don't take it.
Don't do it.
You guys just saying it because you are jealous. You cannot take it yourself.
You don't know nothing. It's fine, do what you please. And then it's kind of weird because you think to yourself, oh, is this gonna hurt or something? But as you take it, you feel the pulse of that holy symbol that you carry hidden somewhere, and then you just take it and just so add to inventory, put
The black
book in dark, the black book, that's pretty good enough.
It's a black book.
Yeah,
The Black Book of Secrets.
yeah, black book of secrets, that's a good one. Yeah. And then right after, as you have it and stuff, it's not that you forget about it, but then you start to think that when you have time, you're gonna read it because you're really curious to see what you could
I mean,
learn.
to be honest with you, even like I just didn't say it, but like out of character, I was thinking that maybe like one of the spirits that always kind of engulfs me would maybe help me to read the book,
Yeah, that could be an option.
because there was a couple of them like ancient creatures.
But you know at this time that this is something that your companions will not approve of. You've sensed that innately, so you keep it to yourself for now, as there is higher things at risk at the moment, and you start to think if you meander too much, they're gonna notice you are not with them. So that kind of feeling stops you from reading it right now. But you feel like it will be nice to.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be nice to read.
Yes, it would be. Jenny Weasley.
Jenny Weasley, oh no. And just the same way that Sway disappeared, it's just like Cabal. You're talking, you look at Sway, Sway's there, you're talking, you look again, Sway's not there. And then Sway's back there. And you are not even sure how long he's been gone to, where he's gone to, but he's just
Comes
back.
He comes and goes. I don't take any suspicion of that. I will
Yeah,
say
you
to Saphira, though, I would say, perhaps, do you have some sort of ability or spell that could make us more stealthy? Perhaps.
I think after I rest, I might.
Alright. Might be a good idea that we stay hidden as the bats come in case he spots us.
Yep.
I'll take first watch then. You guys get rest.
Okay.
Alright. Real and Lilith, you are on the bottom there as well. Once you prepare your glyphs, actually you will still be, so I guess Real, you will be alone for a little bit in the beginning, or will you join the others down when the time comes?
No, I'll be down. I will
All the time.
cast
Yeah? Okay.
tiny hut as
Okay.
a ritual, and they can come in when they're finished. See them come in.
All right. So things are much easier because you made a hole on that wall. So that kind of helped you to actually get on the bottom of the shaft and kind of like close to it. And then you're just there, just waiting. So if something was, when the bats will come, they will actually come out from where you are and have your hut there. Do you want to block the entrance with your hut? That's another question. You could do that as well if you wanted.
No, I think we want him to come in, right?
On the bottom
Uh,
part. Sure. Okay. Perfect.
I mean, how big is the bottom? Is it goes to the crypt and that's it?
Yeah, I mean the bottom itself is like corridors, so it will be like let me.
I mean, it's only going to last 8 hours, so I guess
Yeah.
I will block it until the morning, and then if he comes out, then when I come out of the hut,
Yeah.
it will disappear. So
When
So the place. Let me show it to you. Actually, I'll change the map quickly. Just 1 second, and I'll tell you where we are talking about, so you guys know easily. Okay. For let me remove because there is still icons there from a fight. Damn it. Okay, so they all have to go. Apologies. Okay. And some of the map is dark, that it doesn't really matter anymore. So let me hit all of this here, and then I'll show you. So I'll give this room full light. It doesn't really matter anymore. Okay. All right. So you would actually, I don't know what you can see. Yeah, okay. If you put it like that. So this is the place, real. You see here where I'm pointing.
yeah,
So that will be the place where you have, and the bats come. This is the shaft itself. So as you look up, because you actually made a
put it
hole in
here.
there. Yeah.
I can block it here, I guess.
Yeah. And this goes all the way up to the very top of the tower. There is no other exit coming out of there. Just one before, and then once you start in that stairs, it just doesn't. Pretty much. All right. Cool. So you do your shaft there and put it in a way that is enough space for them to pass, but almost blocking it. Okay. And then Safira. So during your watch, Cabal, what will you be doing? Anything of interest, or will just keeping your eyes open and resting?
just keeping my eyes open, resting.
Okay,
and waiting.
awesome. Yeah, you hear different noises, even though it's quiet, but your watch goes without incident. I assume you want to take 2 or 3 hour watches, up to you.
Yeah. I'll just take like enough. I'll just take 2 hours, and then I need 6 hours rest, right? So I'll just sleep for the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, alright. So you take your watch, and after you got Sway and Safira to wake up, you like to wake up.
I'll wake up Sway first if he wants to take a watch.
Yeah, sure.
Then I'll go to sleep.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah, so during your watch, the same, the night, warm, it's kind of like a summery night, just similar weather, not so hot like in here, but it's very pleasant, and there is like quite a lot of air coming through here, as there is like a hole pretty much on this roof of this place, and it's quite comfortable, and you are keeping your watch, and all these thoughts keep coming to your mind, but nothing really important. Are you doing anything specific worth mentioning?
I mean, I should have a look at the book, no?
You will think that this is not the time. This is a book of secrets, and you don't want Safira and Cabal to wake up and see you reading the book. It's not gonna be good for you.
What are you doing,
That
Sway?
thought
What are
Yeah,
you
that's
reading?
true,
of
actually.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
will think this is a place. This is the kind of book you don't want your friends to know.
Yes, I take it out, but then I change my mind because we're waiting for the enemy to perhaps arrive, so yeah, not a good time.
The book itself is like a black, leathery kind of cover. There is some kind of like black pages on it, and there is even markers on the pages. You know, like there is like this kind of like leather loose markers on these black pages.
You said there
And-
was something on the front of the book. I'm gonna take the symbol and try to see what the symbol fit on the book.
You kind of start playing with it, and there is like a rhomboid with a gem on the book itself. But then on the other side, seems to be a blank. And then as you start wiggling with your little baby holy symbol, it actually fits there. And as you put in there, the book unlocks, and there is like you realize that it seems to have some kind of protection on it, that in the moment you put that in there, it kind of unlocks.
That's why the pages were black.
Yeah.
Maybe,
And then as he unlocks, it kind of opens on his own, and you start hearing the same like all these weird chantings and voices, similar to what the spirits talk, but it's a language you don't understand at all.
Okay, so I'm just gonna freak out and close the book and put it back inside the bag of holding.
Okay, as you are putting the book back, I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh no, that's like even worse.
Your curiosity was costing you.
Actually, no, it's not.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Oh wow, that's amazing. So it kind of hurts, like just as you're closing it, but then you have this willpower, and then out of the sudden, out of your eye, black tear from the pain starts to pour down your eye, and you take 8 points of psychic damage.
Oh yeah, I like that pain. 8 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, but it felt right. It was kind of weird. Like it was like almost like the book wanted you to read it, and it got upset that you didn't. But you know better than the book.
Yeah, I should know better than a book. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you notice that what it seemed to you to be a minute is been 2 hours. Your watch is finished.
Oh
But it felt like it was 2 minutes.
You didn't even look anywhere.
Yeah, you just looking into the book, perhaps, you think, for all that time.
Well, I'm glad nothing happens. I'm just gonna wake up Safira.
I kind of have that, that moment in Paranormal Activity where she's just standing there for like hours and hours. And you didn't even notice.
no.
Oh my god, just reading the book.
I'm just kind of thinking, I don't know, I'm getting like Max vibes there when they were Vegna kind of blue. If anyone would have wake up, the eyes of Sway would have been completely black, like just staring at the book, like completely still.
Yeah.
Alright, Safira, you are waking up by Sway. As he touches you, for a second it feels so cold, like almost like ice. But then you realize it's Sway, and you think that you maybe were having a dream of some sort. And you are waking up for your watch.
You okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
That's okay. Do you need a blanket or something? You felt cold?
Okay, maybe you should take one. It feels kind of chilly through.
Hmm.
Is the air going through the hole?
Yep.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Okay, just get some rest.
Yeah, I'll take some blanket now.
Okay, yeah, you unroll your bedroll. Wow, I said bedroll. Fucking hell, that was
Well done.
at the first.
Inspiration to the DM right there.
Yay. That's my seat of fear, the bedroll name. I always forget it. Okay, so you put your bedroll and wrap yourself up, and then Safira, you see Sway kind of like peacefully resting, and as he does, also his face changes. In the moment he falls asleep, you see that his face and hair changes. His hair goes completely pale white, and black circles appear under his eyes, but then he keeps his kind of like humanoid face, but he just it always freaks you out. Doesn't matter how long and how many times you see it.
Okay. I have a question. If I cast Pass Without a Trace, would that make any difference on the sleeping people on Cabal and Way?
Not
No.
necessarily. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Making you and your companions. It doesn't say that they have to be awake. So I guess you could do it. If they're asleep, they wouldn't even. They will stop snoring. You see that Cabal was like snoring, and then when you cast Fast Without a, just like it just sounds like air as he snores, instead of like. And everything seems to be quiet.
It only lasts an hour though.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I'll do that towards the end of my watch.
Okay.
Or
Alright.
as soon as I hear movement outside or something.
Okay.
Like a bunch of bats coming down.
Make a perception check, Zafira, as you are there, kind of like looking through the window. And far in the distance, you think that you see, with a 26, you think that there is something moving that almost like a void on space. And this is like kind of like towards 1 hour before the end of your rest. So let's say you've been 1 hour watch. So at this point, it's close to sunset. And you feel like a void moving, like imagine like if your eyes went blind on a spot and you can feel it, that there is something moving there towards you.
I'm assuming you meant sunrise, right?
Yeah, sorry, sunrise.
Okay.
I said sunset, didn't I? Okay,
Yeah.
yep, I always do that too. Okay, sunrise.
Just checking.
Dawn.
Yes, still.
She's gonna quickly nudge Cabal and Sway, wake them up,
Alright.
and then I think they're coming. And then cast Pass Without a Trace.
I'm gonna get a piece of rock and I'm gonna throw it down the shaft really quickly so that they can hear it tick, 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 tick. And whoever's down at the bottom will hear it.
Yeah, Lilith, who is doesn't really has sentries rest. She's fully aware. Lilith, you hear like this stone falling just outside the tiny hut.
Oh, is Rill in his little hut?
Yeah, but really is awake, so
Ah.
he doesn't sleep anymore.
I think it's time.
My god.
Okay. I only need 4 hours sleep now. 4 hours. Actually, not even sleep. 4 hours of
Rest.
inactive emotional state.
Oh, we're almost the same then.
Yeah, as you are both there and having this conversation, what do you do, Lilith? And do you make any preparations now, knowing that the time is near? Is it anything you would like to do?
I would have already have casted my 2
Glyphs, yeah, on the top.
glyphs of warning. Yep, that's
Okay.
exactly what I've done. Did I say I was going to do them both at level 3 or one at level 3 and one level 4?
You can recon on that. I'm not sure if you specified, but whatever you say now, that will be what will have happened. No biggie.
Mo, do you remember?
Oh, we were gonna. Yeah, I think you started suggesting we're gonna place 4, but then you've gone to 2. So I'm assuming 1 level 3 and 1 level 4 then.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying things and I wasn't actually paying attention to what I was saying.
Right. It's the heat.
My mouth is running checks.
Yeah.
I might not have been able to have done.
Yeah, and I think they wanted to place it at the bottom, Cisco, not at the top.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, they are at the bottom. Okay. So then you want
Yep.
him to enter the shaft. And sorry, I misunderstood that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you are there, we move back to the top. So you reel
Yeah.
anything from you?
There.
I just cast my Charmor.
Okay. Perfect.
That's it.
All right. So as you guys are on the top part, you see, you hear a whoosh, and you feel like this weird mist is surrounding you. And at this point, you're still pretty dark. I need you to make a stealth check, please.
Oh
The
god.
three of you.
Plus 10.
Yeah. And that will be contested by his passive insight, passive perception. Let's see what his passive perception
Oh.
is.
Oh, nice.
My gosh.
25.
20.
Oh no.
Nice. Kind of.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
You see the cloud,
I'll leave
the
it.
mist. You go on, Kabal?
No, I'll leave it. I think 20 is high enough.
You see the mist slowly starts entering. It's like a purpley blue mist. He moves towards the shaft. And then you see stops.
Where does it stop?
Right on the top, around 20 feet inside the shaft, he stops there.
Can I cast Moonbeam on it?
Let's do something actually. Let's roll initiative. shall we?
Oh,
What we're gonna do, we're gonna delete this. We're gonna do theater of the mind here. Okay,
Yeah, that's
this
fine.
is pretty much impossible. So if you guys wanna roll and just change those numbers there,
Sounds good.
that will work actually. If you guys at the bottom, you guys can roll too actually,
okay.
and this will determine who acts first.
Oh.
How it happened.
It
Yeah.
disappeared.
I will roll for Banzarovich.
Oh.
Come on, Banzarovich.
No.
Now is your time to shine. Okay, let's do. So he has.
No.
I would like to use my initiative. My inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool.
Oh, 3 with 17.
Alright.
Wow.
So he has his proficiency to initiative. So he's got a plus 12 to initiative. Okay.
Oh my god.
Saphira, you don't want to be like dead lost with me.
Oh no, I'm not this time.
Oh. I lost my initiative. It's gone. Let me put it
Oh
again.
no. Okay. All right.
Alright,
I can change
it's
them
still
for
not
you.
coming up on a turn order.
Oh, I might be on the wrong page. Are you guys seeing the turn order actually at all?
Oh, you want us to put
I can
a-
see it.
Shall
It's
we put
here,
a-
isn't it?
icon there?
Do you have two different
Yeah.
maps, like one for upstairs?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm on the wrong.
Because
let
in
me
the
go
downstairs
here.
map, I got.
Yeah, let's
One
put it on
page.
the upstairs, on the downstairs map. I'm not sure if you guys can see it now.
We do this like here is the there goes that line.
Okay, so let tell me and I'll enter them. It's okay, it doesn't matter. So Saphira 17, yeah? Yeah, okay. Saphira 17. Lilith, what do you have?
13.
13 for Lilith.
I was gonna try and draw like a shaft on this little patch of nothing.
Yeah, why is he doing that? Okay. Right. Yeah, please do. That's cool. Cabal, you have total of 2.
No, 17.
17 for Cabal as well, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm actually changing yours. I don't know why I shouldn't. Okay. Yep, that worked. Okay. We will leave Bloodwick out of this initiative. Sway, what did you get?
I don't think he's rolled yet. Or did he roll?
Yeah.
Sway, initiative, please.
Yeah.
And Real, you got a 16.
17.
17.
17. Everyone got 17 for crazy, no?
Sway got 17 as well.
Whoa! This is insane. Okay. Alright, plus Sway 17. Okay.
Well,
Oh, wow.
my dex is 0, so put me at the bottom. Then I think Sway's at the top.
Okay.
I don't know, between Saphira and Rill, what's your dex modifiers?
It's Real before me. Mine's
Okay.
2.
+3.
Okay, so it's Sway, Rill, Saphira, Cabal.
Okay. All right. So
Sorry, I didn't click in my icon.
No, don't worry. It's just we're gonna do theater of the mind. So this is insane, actually. All right, no worries. So, so 17 will be Sway first. Okay. Oh my God! I'm gonna delete that immediately. Damn you, Neil.
What did he draw?
Okay. He just wrote something like "help me," like there was someone trapped in there. Damn you. You can now take time to delete it. Okay.
I can't see a single thing over here. It's just all black. I was like, I'm trying to draw a shaft, and it just keeps disappearing.
I know, no, but it's actually there. The shaft is it's actually here. You don't need to draw. It's actually there. You can see this opening is the shaft. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, that.
Am I moving something?
No, you see here on the hole.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Laser beam.
There. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so Sway, what would you like to do? As you see,
I'm sleeping.
Safira woke you up to you and Cabal.
She woke me up.
both
I missed
awake.
it. Okay.
Yeah, and she told you that the creature is here. She cast Pass Without a Trace. You made a stealth check because you were already awake.
That was this.
And now the whatever is there has stopped 20 feet into the shaft. You see a mist there. However, before you or anyone else, Strahd will use his bonus action to return to his normal form, and he's got a spider climb, so he will just walk upside down. And as he's there and he can see you, he will point at Safira. And Safira, I'm gonna need you to make a roll as you see that his finger starts pointing towards you.
Counter spell.
Yeah.
I'm joking, I don't have it.
And as he does, you see this green kind of like necrotic energy starts to coalesce around him, like more and more and more. And I will need you to make let me just make sure. Okay, a Constitution saving throw, please, as he casts Finger of Death on you.
Can I ask a quick question though?
Yeah.
What was his passive perception and who did he see?
22.
Then he would only seen me, because everyone else got above 22. So would that be pointed towards me?
Yeah, it will be pointed towards you then. So please, Cabal, make a con save. That's a very good point.
Okay, I'll take the blow. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Con save? Alright.
Yeah.
That's a natural one.
Oh no. Okay. Let's roll it here. I don't know how this is gonna work. It should roll, right? Let me see. Will you roll? Yeah. Okay. Let me try again. Yeah. Now it's rolling. Okay. Cabal, you take 57 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah, but you are not killed. If you were killed, you will turn into a zombie straight away. But you have enough hit points, so just mark them in your character sheet.
Yeah,
And that will be the end of Strahd's legendary action. Action. He will actually start moving, so he will move 35 feet down. So at this point, he's 55 feet down. Yeah, let me just make sure. So he was 20.
He did this and he went down, so he is out of reach.
He's 55 feet away from you. He's not down. He's walking on the shaft. He's he's got a spider climb, so he can actually walk. So he's like literally walking on the shaft, on his normal form. And it's your turn now, Sway.
Well, oh god. I'm just gonna. Oh god. I'm just gonna take the Sunblade, but I'm not activating it yet. I'm just kind of. He didn't see me, so I'm still hidden. No.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so I'm just gonna wait until he passes, and once he's inside, then I'm gonna activate the sword.
Okay, In the moment you activate your blade, you will lose your stealth. You could shoot with something that is not the
No,
blade
I
now.
didn't. I just said I'm just holding it, but I'm gonna activate it like once he comes further in.
More than he's going down. He's 55 feet away from you. He's already inside the. He's past you all, and he's
Okay,
gone
so I'm just
inside.
gonna activate the sword now. Okay, that's what I do.
Okay, he's 55 feet away from you. So you bonus action activate your sword,
Yep.
and then what do you do after
I'm
that?
gonna start moving stealthily down.
Because you don't have a spider climb, so how are you gonna follow him? That's what I mean. He can
Down the
walk on
stairs,
walls. No, this is a shaft like a literally there is nothing on it.
Like a
That's
chimney.
why.
Like a
Yeah, like a
like,
chimney. Yeah, imagine a chimney.
Oh, so it's not like a staircase around us. It's
No.
on the
No,
picture.
no, there is nothing. Yeah. You could potentially use your stealth, I mean your acrobatics, to try to do a Spider-Man and go from brick to brick. I will let you do that as part of your movement. But the
Yeah,
question
yeah.
is, the only thing is that you use your bonus action to activate it, so your movement will not reach to him.
Okay. Well
Just
then,
before he's 55 feet down from where you are now.
well, so that's my turn is done then.
You can recon. Let's make it easy for you. So what would you like to do knowing that? Now you have all the information. What would you like to do?
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna just take the sunblade in my hand, not activate it, but make my way down stealthily, like whatever acrobatics I need to roll, right?
Yeah, you could try to do stealthily. You could try to hide. Yeah, that will be your action to do that. Then if
Yeah,
you want to
okay,
do it
okay.
stealthily. Okay. And you will move 30 feet down if you are successful. So make an acrobatic. Okay,
well.
so this will be a 31. You move, you are 25 feet away from him, and you think that he has not noticed you. Make a stealth check.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, not bad.
Okay, you that's how they pass without a trace. In the moment
Only
he
stealth.
goes away, he
It's
goes
30
right.
feet, within 30 feet of myself.
Okay, so let's say that you are still under the pass without a trace, and miraculously you got a 36 on that stealth check, and he's completely unaware of you. See that he's looking up, but he's quite dark on the shaft as well. Okay,
Yeah,
and that
and
will
I'm
be the
kind
end of.
Yeah, and I'm kind of stealthily following him, getting
Alright,
ready for the
amazing.
next turn, perhaps if he's close.
Okay. All right. And after Sway, it will be, I believe, is Lilith the next one up. Dexterity. So Zafira's got a +2. Real's got a +3. So Real will go next, actually, and then Lilith after that with a +2, and then Zafira with a +2 as well. So Real, what would you like to
do we know what's going on? Do we hear it?
Make a perception check. That will be a free interaction. Assuming you leave the. Do you want to leave the place, the hut, or do you want to look from the hut?
I mean, I'm listening because otherwise I wouldn't leave. If I don't,
Yeah,
listen.
okay.
If I don't hear anything, I would just wait and for.
All right, yeah. So you are listening there. So yeah, make a perception check from inside the hut.
12.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright.
you've
if
had a long
you will
rest,
have-
right?
Yeah. I was gonna say that too. So you don't have exhaustion anymore.
But I had 2 levels, so now I have 1 level.
Oh, really? Okay, then that's different. Okay, so with a 12, being how stealthily they are, you know something's going on. Stone was thrown, but as you look up, with a 12, it's quite high. You don't get to see. You don't see Strahd there. You just see the shaft very dark.
But I heard something going up, like
Yeah,
something's
you
going on.
gather something is going on for sure.
Then I will cast Crown Stars just to start like preempting.
Okay. You see all these stars once more rotating around your head.
Yeah.
Cool. And that will be your action. Or is that a bonus action to cast?
It's an action to cast.
Action to cast, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
All
and
right,
I will
anything.
tell Lilith. I think something's going on. I'm not sure. I'm just preparing. And
Okay.
All right.
how long have it been? 8 hours. So is since I cast the tiny hat, or is there any time left?
No, you still have time less. It's been
No.
less than hours. It's
Then
7 hours.
I'll stay inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Please we're protected.
Okay. So it's 7 a.m. in the morning at this point, and then after your turn, Real, I would be Saphira or Lilith. Between you two, you can decide. Or Cabal, actually. You all.
No, Lilith had
Ah.
less. Lilith had a AC. Initiative of 13.
Oh yeah, so then forget Lilith. So yeah, either Saphira, you have a Saphira, you have a +2.
Yeah, then it's me after that.
And Cabal, you have a +0. Okay, so Saphira, what would you like to do?
I would like to try something,
Let's go.
but I'm not
Okay.
sure if it's gonna work.
Don't worry. Do it.
Okay,
Okay.
so she would like. Let me just send it to cast. Did I send it? 1 second. Things are. Oh,
Tsunami.
sorry. Yeah, but I'm
Whoa.
not sure if it would work down the shaft. Like, can I make it 300 foot high and catch only fake Strahd and not Sway in it?
I'll make it easy for you. Counterspell.
Ah,
He's still within 55 feet
but he
of you.
can't see me because I'm stealthy.
Yeah, but in the moment you start casting, you break it.
Oh.
Unless you have this feat that is called Spell Sniper or something like. No, what's the one? How is it called? It's one that allows you to
Silence
cast.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is called verbal and somatic, so you are talking to cast this.
Okay. Oh,
So you get counterspelled. With worry on his face. At which level are you casting? Actually, it's a very high level, right?
It's
He's
8th
gonna have to
level,
roll. Yeah, he's gonna have to roll because he is very low on spell slots. Very, 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 very low. Okay, so let's do a roll here. I'll do it on the open. So let's check. He's got a +6, I believe. Ooh, okay.
damn.
Yeah, that's fine. You are counterspelled successfully. But you still have bonus action.
Fine. For my bonus action, I'm gonna wild shape into an air elemental and fly down.
Okay. How close do you want to be to him?
How far
Because I
is he?
think he's 55 feet away from you. With the air elemental, I think he's got a 60 feet flying speed, right? I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. So you could get right next to him if you want.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay, so Saphira is 55 feet also away. Okay, perfect. So he's right next to Strahd. He
So
looks-
if I could I go just below him so Strahd is between me and Sway?
Yeah, sure. You will have to stay within 5 feet of him, so you will be
Yeah.
60 feet down. So you're still within. You're not leaving his reach.
Yeah.
You know, so he will not get opportunity to attack or anything. Yeah, that's perfect. So you are 60 feet there. Cool. Just below him. Cool. All right, and that will be the end of Saphira's turn. Yeah. Okay, Cabal, you are next.
Alright. Cabal. I'm gonna try something as well. Very strange, but let's just see
Oh,
if it
nice! I
works.
love you guys. Come on, let's go crazy here. I'm so enjoying.
I'm going
Very
to
nice.
take the finger that he tried to kill me with. Get it? Finger of death.
Oh,
So
yeah, okay.
and
Nice.
where it's kinda the wound is, I will soak my hand with blood and I'll look towards the edge where he's starting to go down. I will wipe the blade as my bonus action and cast Rite of the Dawn and then emit 20 feet of light. And all of a sudden, down below, you begin to see a light from above.
Ooh.
And then, as I do that, I'm going to fall towards Strahd.
Oh, okay.
And as I'm getting towards Strahd, I'm gonna like a rider do with his lance. I'm gonna keep my glaive pointed towards him, and I'm going to try to strike him through. Hopefully, drop with him, and kind of attack at the same time, I guess. So I don't know how you want to kind of do that.
So let's let's think this. So you are falling. Just I imagine like Cabal just jumped.
That's it.
You have wings, so
I haven't.
so
I did.
use...
I have to use a bonus action to spread him out. So I'm falling, free falling at the moment.
Okay, yeah. So you're free falling, and then you, boom, land on Strahd. So let's do. He's gonna do a strength saving throw, and roll on a. Okay, how should we do this? Do you have a?
I have a suggestion.
Yeah, please actually help me, because
So,
I could say strength saving throw contested by what? That's what I'm thinking.
So perhaps maybe I first see if I hit him. So maybe I do a strike, and if that hits him, then we can do a contested roll. So I'll hit him, do the damage, whatever, and then make a contested strength versus my strength, I guess, or his acrobatics or whatever it is, and then see if he gets pushed off and falls with me or whatever.
All right, yeah, I love that. Okay, let's do it.
First, let me see if I can hit him first. I'm going to use my final inspiration on this to hit him and hopefully see if that hits. So,
okay.
Right to the dawn. He's not death. Oh, wish me luck, guys. Blah 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 blah.
This could be the hit, Cabal.
28. Let's go.
Oh, okay. You see that he will have cast shield, but he knows that will not help him right now. You hit him, and as you hit him, you inflict 8 points of damage on him.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, and now let's do it. See if you can actually hold, and he will, and if he can actually hold himself, because even though he's got a climb, that will be determined. Okay. So, do you want to? Your intention is to try to stay where you are on top of him, or do you want to actually rip him and throw him down?
I mean, I'm going down with him. You know how someone would go down as well, like.
Okay.
Like Gandalf falling down with the striking the creature and dragging that shit straight through the pit. One of those type of moments.
Okay. All right, amazing. So he will definitely don't want to fall, because it's very likely if he does, he's gonna be the last thing he do. So he's gonna use his acrobatics versus your strength. He's got a +6 to this.
Okay.
But
Should
that's
we do it on 3?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, coming up.
23.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I did it with advantage, but 23.
Okay, as you, Saphira, make a strength saving throw. Actually, you are an air elemental. You cannot be grappled, so forget about that. Right? I think air elementals have that thing that they cannot be grappled. So then they will pass through you. Cabal, tell us what happens actually while I roll the damage for the both of you.
That's fine.
And I have a point. I think you definitely will survive. Maybe not, but he definitely will not.
Well, I have another idea that's coming along. So as we're diving, as I pierce him through, you at the bottom, I guess Lilith and Rill will just see this kind of glow coming brighter and brighter down this shaft, and the rest of you of the top, Sway and Saphira, will just see Cabal pierce this through his chest, almost towards his heart, and just go straight down with him, and just looking at Strahd's face in horror, going down and down and down. And as I can begin to see the floor appearing, what I'm going to do is use the glaive to kind of shift myself, push against the wall, and as I do, using my whatever movement I have left, jump into the ethereal plane.
Ooh, is that require an action?
Movement only.
Oh wow. Okay, I love this.
So when
Okay.
I don't get hit by any of the
So-
glyphs.
So let's call this a dexterity check to see how accurate you are to do it
Okay.
in time.
Just straight dexterity?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Bye,
hold on,
guys.
Don't roll it yet. Actually,
Okay.
give me 1 second.
Sure.
Let me make it more interesting. Okay, just 1 second.
I think I'm dead. This does it. I'm gonna die.
Oh damn it! Slash.
It's fine.
roll.
It's fine. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a slash, right? Slash roll. Slash R
Yeah. Space.
and
then
space. Okay.
hammer. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's exactly it. Splat. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. So if
Oh!
you fail,
Wow.
you will take 106 points of damage. You might still be alive. So now knowing that, roll. Wait.
What's the DC?
I will say let's think about this as well. So definitely above 15, I will think, because this is something that is medium difficulty for sure. You know. So let's say 15. Yeah.
I have a
that's-
25% chance of success.
Oh no.
All right. Let's do this. I'm closing my eyes.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt.
As let's describe this. So what happens? You start to fall, and it's one of those situations, you know, like from a superhero movie, you know, like Strahd keeps grabbing you and kind of like try to rotate you, and you're both kind of rotating over and over, and then on this last blow, you actually manage to push him, and you see that he's trying to use whatever he can to get out of your grip, but he is not able to. And as you hold him, just on the last second, his face goes down, and as he does, his form starts to break into pieces, and he becomes like this reddish, like granite made out of snow, but blood on it. And as you are falling, the last thing you see is the piece of the heart of sorrow kind of touching your face as he crashes into 1,000 pieces. How is Cabal looking?
He's down. This dust just fills the air where you guys are. I am assuming the glyph doesn't go off because Strahd's not there anymore, and there's no trigger for that. But if it does, then it explodes. But if it doesn't, then you just see kind of a limp body of Cabal, probably arm broken, leg broken, stuff just not broken, but like on the side, and eyes just kind of facing towards the two of you, just lifeless.
You can see into the dome. Yes, we can see you. You can see us.
Yeah. I'm glitchy. I guess I'm unconscious but wounded. I guess you can see me kind of bleeding out heavily.
Just a quick question to Mo. Are you happy with how I describe Strahd's death, or would you have done something different to what I
No,
described?
no,
If
no,
you
no, no,
think
I'm
of something
happy.
different?
I'm happy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't want to feel like I stole your death.
No,
or
not
your
at all.
description death. Okay.
No.
So you, both of you, Lilith and Real, you see, hear a sound, and then you movement, and then boom! Red snow explodes all around your dome, and you see pieces of red snow kind of like covering your dome, and you see Cabal falling, kind of like cracked in the floor as he described. And it's actually whose turn will be? It will be you, Lilith, after this, actually.
Oh,
So, what
well,
would you like to do? You see this
will-
happening in slow motion.
You will know that you cannot cast spells from inside the dome. You have to leave the dome and then cast the spell.
I'll walk out and then kind of just look up the shaft to see. All right, I don't see Strahd, and Cabal is basically down right now, right?
Yeah, I will say that because you actually do you don't have any type of lighting actually. Real will have seen it more clearly. You did see something falling, and you could assume that it was Strahd with him because there was two creatures there, but it's too dark for you to ascertain that. But then now that you see the snow and this blood everywhere, you could ascertain that whoever is being destroyed has been Strahd and not Cabal, because Cabal is still there.
I mean, can we see the piece of the heart?
Yeah, the piece of the heart is glowing. You see like this little
so-
red, kind of like intermittent glowing.
We thought that he might have used the Heart of Sorrow to create this copy. So
Okay, that's fine. She'll pick up the Heart of Sorrow and kind of remember to pass it over to Saphira. Walk over.
As you pick up the Heart of Sorrow,
Fuck.
it feels not like an evil item. You are very close to death, life, curses, and all these things, and there is goodness on this thing. You feel like for a second, think of any ever love that you had for anyone. It comes to Anya, I guess. Is probably the person you love the most. Is that right, actually?
Who, me?
Yeah, Lilith. Will Lilith
Who's
feel
Anya?
her?
Vanya.
Vanya, sorry, not Anya. Vanya.
I was
Vanya,
like,
Vanya.
oh shit, this is another character I forgot.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
I suppose so.
So you will feel that. You will feel your love for Vanya in the moment you hold the heart, and that kind of tells you that this is not an evil thing, and it's quite powerful as well. It's got quite a strong arcane energy on it.
Okay. She grips it tightly, walks over to Cabal, and for the nth time, she'll put her hand over his head and cast 7th level heal.
Whoa. Okay. Life returns to Cabal's unconscious body. And
Can I flavor it?
Yeah, of course, you go for it.
Cabal's eyes kind of open and they look towards Lilith. But you see Cabal cannot move. He's not moving.
What's wrong with you?
I can't. I cannot move my body.
Why can't you move your body? You just gotta move it.
I can't move. I think I've shattered all my bones.
Okay, that's fine. I'll kind of drag him by his arms, pulling him back into the tiny hut.
That's
he
gonna
cannot
hurt.
enter. He cannot enter the tiny hut.
He can't
As
enter
you-
into the tiny hut.
Only
It's like the
creatures that were there when I cast it can enter and leave.
Ah, okay, never mind. I'll just kind of, I guess I'll just drop his body to the side.
As you do, you hear like something cracked on
One extra bone.
an extra bone cracked out.
Okay. What she will do is she'll kind of look at both her hands, rub them together, and spit in both hands,
Oh god.
and then start massaging Cabal's head. Like, don't worry, I'll get your body healed up all in one go, and I'll start casting Regenerate on him.
Wow. Okay.
So
On top
to
of
do
that,
at
make
the
a
8th level.
make a medicine check at advantage as well, Lilith, as you are performing this kind of like.
He's
even though
faking
you're
it.
casting
He's
the
faking it for
spell.
the insurance.
Yeah. So make a medicine check at advantage.
Medicine check.
I mean, I would assume that I would have shattered all my body on a 300 feet drop.
Yeah. I think we don't really use those rules, but on the older there is an optional rule that if you take this kind of much damage, you actually could die, but we don't use that. Yeah, with a 24, you feel that, as Cabal described, every single bone in his body is cracked, and your healing magic is helping him, but it's taking a little bit of time to do so. It's not gonna be an instant thing, and you know that.
I'll say to her, is he dead? Is he gone?
Yep. She looks back at the fragment of the heart sorrow. I think he's gone. I didn't see anybody else fall down with you.
Where's Sway and Saphira?
I think they're up there. Can't quite see.
I will imagine Sway and Saphira. Are you making your way down? You guys saw this. You could actually carry Sway, Saphira, if you want to, just for
Can I?
flavor. Yeah,
Okay,
let's
yeah,
say
I'll
for
do that.
flavor you do. Yeah, so as you say, where is Sway and Saphira? Sway, you're on mute. Tom? Tom?
So Saphira's gonna carry
Tom
Sway and
is
we're
died.
just reaching the bottom.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I just couldn't get to the
Okay.
application. Sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry. So Saphira's carrying you down the bottom. And have seen what's happened and how Cabal fall, and now you're making your way. And then, as you say, Lilith, where are they? They just
In your way.
and you see Cabal like this, as
Yeah.
described, completely broken. The same with you, Saphira, in your elemental form. You see this and the hat up, and Lilith there massaging Cabal's head while casting some kind of a spell. What do you guys do as you arrive? Anything you do, Sway? Or say?
I'm just gonna. Where is he? Where is he gone? And I was gonna join Rivan Cabal, and I'm gonna hold my action to activate the Sunblade.
If it's not destroyed, yeah, you kind of ascertain that all this blood and snow that is everywhere is actually the remains of his corpse that it turned into this,
Okay,
as
that
you
was
were
it.
told.
Okay.
And then you look at Saphira and you see her in her elemental form, just kind of like rotating there. Is there anything you would like to?
She's gonna drop her elemental form and walk over to Cabal. I'm not gonna lie, that looked very cool, but it was reckless. And then she's gonna look at Lilith. Will he be okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Lilith is on mute. Yeah, he's
Yep.
gonna be okay. I'm joking.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking at his body, and then she looks at Saphira, grabs an arm. As she lifts up the bones, like where the bones are just broken, the arm just flops. Flops forward just to the point where she's holding it by the forearm. Because she shakes it a little bit. I was like, yeah, he'll be fine in a bit. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but he'll be back up.
Okay.
It's finally over.
Saphira, here you go. I will hand her the fragment of the heart sorrow.
Okay. As described, Saphira, as you look at this item, it kind of has like a quite strong energy. Oh wow, it was there. So you guys actually see what he could do before he was there. So no worries. Left it there by mistake. So it requires attunement. I'll tell you why not. Every day at midnight, you gain 15 temporal hit points. Whenever you are attuned to this item, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn. And also whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, you double the number of hit points it restores. So it's kind of like the period of health, but it also gives you temporary hit points. So that's and it kind of like pulsates. And in the moment you hold it, you have a memory of Tatiana once more. It makes you feel very nostalgic and sad and heartbroken. That's how she was. But you know that you have helped her. You did save her. You did change the future and this new reality that you have guys created, you know somehow there is a way to fix it. And you are who you are. You were not chosen by fate because who you are. You were chosen because what you do. And on that note, I think we'll leave it here for tonight. As you guys did the fucking coolest badass completely improvised scene ever. I love that. That's a point of inspiration for everyone. Really cool. So
Yeah.
please add that on to your character sheets. And yeah, really cool session. Thank you guys.
That's it.
Super cool.
Real, we did it. We killed him without even trying.
I know, you
yeah.
can see the 7
That's
stars
teamwork.
around his head. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, totally help. Totally help.
Thank you guys. That was super cool. A pleasure hanging with you all. Thanks to James Webster for his amazing art. Thanks to Darren Curtis as well. Please check their Patreons and yeah, please catch up. In the end, everything went good with the stream. So yeah, kudos to Mouse Computer. Thank you. That was very nice of it. And we'll see you here on Tuesday for the next chapter on the seal pages of Berglas. Otherwise, we will be back next Sunday for more Gothic horror and adventure. Good night and thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.